Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious, Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light. To the family. Peace, love and light. To the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, 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 welcome to another episode of Sacrilegious Sundays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pillar. Let me know how we sound on the audio, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how we sound on the audio. You dig? Y'all. I know we got a little delay. Okay, it said 100. All right, audio bad. Audio bad. Audio bad. Is that better now? Audio bad. Audio is fuego. That's what I'm talking about. The hell? What? Somebody listening to me on my first Sony? Gotta fix your shit, man. You know what I mean? The website to purchase your album. It sounds muffled. Okay. Peace, everybody in the building. You dig? Welcome, everyone. Greetings on this beautiful Sunday and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's Day, the good, the good Sunday where you get that daily bread. Shout out to Blue Pill. He did a show earlier entitled he did Mineral Ministries. He got the Mineral Ministries and whatnot. Check that out if you didn't check it out. It is in the archives. It's on the channel. Okay, after you see this, you could go and check that out. Pope Pablo was preaching and whatnot, so I definitely think that y'all should go ahead and see what the brother was chopping it up about. I believe the title of his dissertation was "Nobody's Bigger Than the Program, Not Even Jesus." Not even Jesus. So yeah, go and check that out. Go and check that out. You dig? So yeah, he went in today. That's the word. Yeah, he went in today. You're not hearing it from me. You're hearing it from the family. They said he went in. So make sure y'all check that out, man. Let's go and do the roll call. I see y'all are in the building. Let's go ahead and do the roll call and give everybody their shout outs and whatnot. You know what I mean? That part. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who's outside. Who we got here? We got Philly in the building. We got Oakland in the building. Nashville in the building. Yeah, smell me. Smell me. Oh, hold on. That's what it might be. There you go. They go to yeah. There you go, man. The Black Zionists. You know what I'm talking about? KTL alumni. You know what it is. Yeah, I had to fix the audio. Yeah, I gotta be honest with me when I say how to sound on the audio, because it's like 3 mics and whatnot. Pause. Hooked up to the shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to switch to the big boy mic. You know what I mean? This shit was picking me up from the other mic. So we good now. East 49 in the building. What's good with you, man? Mississippi in the building. You know what I mean? What up, Mississippi? So whoever I was making, Malik L, I'm a man, and I'm man enough to say I'm sorry. You knew what you was talking about. It was picking me up from the camera microphone, and that's a no-go. We go to this microphone, that's the go-go. You know what I mean? So yeah. Hopefully shit is good. Yeah. You dig? Gwinnett County. We got Texas in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh-wee. Greensboro, North Carolina. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You say you want to get the CD. You want to get this? You want to get the... Yo, everybody who claimed the album, check your email from filthmore@gmail. You have a digital download waiting for you from WeTransfer. Everybody who purchased the album via Buy Me a Coffee, on Friday I sent out some links for the digital copy, because I just had to make sure that everybody had a copy of it. So even if you had it before, I sent out a backup copy. Check your email so the link doesn't expire, and get your album. Download that shit so you could put it in your your whatever, your iTunes or whatever that thing is that y'all do. You know what I mean? Or however you do it, you got an album in your email waiting for you if you've ever purchased one. We sent out the hard copies, but we want you to get the digital copy as a backup. All right, Tampa. Okay, Tampa. Yo, King Don, do you know BGM? Oh, y'all should link up for some tacos. Y'all in Tampa together. You know what I mean? We gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta link up. North Las Vegas. Oh, you got it from you on Patreon? You on Patreon? Because the thing is on Patreon. We're gonna talk about the lecture in a minute. Dallas, Texas in the building, Spartanburg in the building, ATL in the building, Belize in the building, Fayetteville in the building, San Jose in the building, Duncanville, Texas in the building. You dig? Los Angeles in the building. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. New Bedford in the building, VA in the building, London, UK in the building. Oh, we got Louisiana in the building, Wichita Falls in the building. See, I don't know how to pronounce that. I had to tell people yesterday in the lecture, I'm the conscious version of Just with the Mess. I be fucking words up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to admit that. I be chopping shit up. So if I see a word and I don't know how to, I'm not even gonna waste my time. You know what I'm talking about? I'd rather just skip over it. Bronx in the building. Okay, we got Buffalo in the building, Hartford in the building, Colorado in the building. We have West Phoenix in the building, Hawaii in the building, Ann Arbor, Houston, Texas, Cali, Pearl, Mississippi, Long Beach, Cali, Spartanburg. Yes. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to Chicago, San Antonio, Detroit, Alabama, Charlotte. You know about the event we got coming up? Now that we got this lecture right here in the bag, 10 hours. 10 hours. We started that shit at 8 p.m. We ended at 6 a.m. Talk black to me. 10 hours, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? 10 fucking hours, man. I'm on Phil Valentine status right now. Melanin Monday, IRL, Charlotte, the blood clot. We pulling up March 31st, y'all. Scan the QR code. If you are in Charlotte, you don't want to miss this. They're gonna be talking about this shit at the Piggly Wigglies, at the goddamn at the farmers market. You know what I'm talking about? In the county, in the town square, they're gonna be talking about it, man. Pulling up in Charlotte, Monday, March 31st. You know what I'm talking about? Doors open at 5 p.m. Doors open at 5 p.m. I need y'all to be in the building. If you live in Charlotte, if you like, oh, Red Pill, I gotta go to work, send a friend. Send a friend, my nigga. Send a representative with a tape recorder. You know what I'm talking about? Send a friend. You know that part. Yeah, so shout out to everybody in the building. You smell me? Shout out to everybody in the building. Will y'all come up north? Eventually, we making our way up north. You know what I'm saying? We making our way. Shout out to Temu. Package landed. You know what I'm trying to. Shout out to Temu. Yeah, look. It's a mini vacuum cleaner, my nigga. Shout out to Temu. You said, when are we gonna make it up there to the north? I don't know. It'll be soon, but I can't give you a date. You know what I'm saying? I really can't give you a date. Shout out to Timo though. The package, the Eagle has landed, my nigga. Look, I got a whole bunch of shit that I don't even need. We got the hat rack. I don't even know how to put this shit together. Got me another light and whatnot. What else? It's a bunch of shit. I just don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Timo though. They booked me. I just was buying shit that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them though. Took it about 2 weeks to come and the Eagle landed. Yeah. I think, like I said before, all of this shit is 3D printed. This is not even real plastic. Like, what the fuck? They made this shit in a goddamn wood shop class or something. This is a science project. This ain't even a product. But y'all go ahead and do what y'all do in China. I ain't hating, man. Whatever floats your boat. This shit was like $1. The shit was probably $1. So whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's not real plastic. I don't know what it is. It might be frozen petroleum or something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, a fucking kid made that. The little, you know, they be having little Chinese niggas cooking at like 3. I seen the videos. They be cooking at 3, bro. Like, I'm looking at the videos. I'm like, what the fuck? It'll have you comparing your children. Like, damn, nigga, you're not doing full calisthenics and workouts at 2. What are you doing? Chinese is different. You know what I'm talking about? They different. They had a little nigga at the wok. It was like 3, moving the wok and everything. Served up a hot plate. I'm like, God damn.
My goodness. My goodness. What is going on here? You said Temu products are the items no one wanted to invest. Shark, they should rename it Shark Tank Rejects. I don't know what the fuck made me buy this shit, bro, but I did it. I did it. Yo, the algorithm on Temu is superior. I shit you not. Do not buy MacBooks off of. Yeah, I learned the hard way years ago. I learned the hard way. Do not buy. Yeah, I learned the hard way. They was giving me them deals, bro. Yes. I spin the wheel. They was giving me all kind of deals. I was like, I thought I was lit for a minute until I figured out that I'm getting cooked by the algorithm. I'm like, this is AI. You know what I'm talking about? Taking all my coins and whatnot. They was booking me. I got about I had about 4 or 5 purchases that I didn't even realize. Some of them were small increments, but some of them were big increments, bro. I was splurging on shit that looks crazy on the picture, but then when you get it, I'm like, that's not what I bought. That ain't what I bought. This is the sheen of home products, my nigga. This is the sheen of home products. You know, it's Tumu. Yeah, it's Tumi. It's Tumi. Oh man. Temu is running down. Yeah, straight Uno reverse on me, boy. They booked me a few times. I should have known better, but now I know better. So, you know what I mean? You can fool me once, but you're not gonna keep booking me, man. We're not doing this again. I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. They caught me though. They caught me. They you know what I mean? They seen a sucker coming, and they booked me. I got about 500 in the cart. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It's just sitting there. Them niggas are sending me emails like, excuse me, you buy now? You buy now? You forgot something. You buy now? I'm like, family, I was waiting to see what the fucking first products was gonna be. Look, these niggas gave me a brush, and you just put it on, and then you clean it. Cause I'm tired of pulling over at the gas station in Atlanta to vacuum the Whippington. This is the Atlanta shit different out here. You know what I'm talking about? Shit different out here. They might think I'm one of them rappers and whatnot. You know what I mean? These little niggas, the water boys, the little YNs, the Kia boys, the baby Kia niggas. I'm vacuuming the car. I bought the portable vacuum. We not doing the vacuum at the car at the gas station. They like, yo, school A, you got a cigarette? Shit, family. You gotta put, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to vacuum my shit. You see it look like a blicky, right? Family. Yeah. You know what I mean? So Temu is you know what I mean? I'll brush your nigga. It got horsepower, but it don't. You see, it sounds like it got horsepower, but it didn't pick up no. You know what I mean? I got a 4-year-old, so you know the back seat of the Whippington is like the shit got sun chips everywhere. It wasn't picking nothing up. I promise you. I went in there with the portable vacuum cleaner. That shit might have picked up 3 crumbs, but everything else was just still sitting there chilling, looking at me like, "That's all you got? You better go back to the gas station, nigga." Yeah, I got the extendo. Temu. You know what I'm saying? I got something for the YNs. They better watch out. This shit made in China. You know what I mean? We got the vacuum cleaner with the switch. Y'all little niggas better watch out, man. Better watch out. But yeah, man. Yesterday, we'll get into yesterday. We'll build up into the Fear of a Blackamoor Messiah recap. I do. I would have had the bros with me, but you know, I'm gonna handle it tonight. I'm gonna talk about it and whatnot. Shout out to everybody that was in the building last night. We had a packed house. By the time it was 6 o'clock and I looked up, the house wasn't that packed and whatnot. But you know, I ain't judging. You know what I'm talking about? The shit was a slumber party. And you know, it wasn't intended to be that. I was fucking around. I'm like, yeah, it's 4 hours. We doing 4 hours. 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? From 8 to 12. The lecture starts at 8. We'll be done at midnight. Yeah, psych, nigga. Yeah, psych. We out here on Bobby Hemmett time. On Bobby Hemmett time. You know what I'm saying? We out here on some Bobby Hemmett time, my niggas. We doing 10 hours on these niggas. 2 more hours, it would have been 12 hours, nigga. That's a whole that I should be getting overtime. That's a shift, nigga. That's the amount of time that's awake. That's the amount of time niggas be awake. 12 hours type. Like, who's going in? Why you asking for people? No label. This nigga's like, where's Blue Pill? Where's AA Rashid? Where you from? I didn't hear you in a roll call. That's why I be doing roll call. Because the bots won't tell you where they from. Where you from? Asking all these questions about where other niggas is at. What's going on with you? It's Sunday too. Don't get me started. It's early, my nigga. Do not get me started. But you asking for the guys, like what you all right? What you on? What you on, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because if we was in a barbershop, like if we was on 25th and you pulled up and was like, yo, where's this person and that person and this, I would check your temperature. Like, you all right, son? You got something for them? Like, what we doing? They from Botopia? Nah, they from Botswana. All of the bots come from Botswana. You know what I'm saying? When we do the roll call, if I ever hear niggas say he from Botswana, I already know what it is. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. Botswana in the building. That means the bots is here. That means the bots is here. We gotta handle the bots, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. If you know the lecture, you know. But I got some clips that I'm gonna play of the lecture. I got some clips that I'm gonna play of the lecture. And we'll go over a few recaps and we'll talk about some things that went down last night. I literally was learning. I was in the building taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Every single person who came through was dropping bombs. Like Al-Kibalon opened up classic shit. You know what I mean? He came clip with the extendo, clips loaded and whatnot. You know what I mean? He hit us with some real high level information. I feel that his presentation and his delivery, people are improving in this game. This is what we do this for, to improve, to get better and whatnot, to kind of like sharpen that sword and whatnot. So everybody, it seems, is getting better in what it is that they're doing. So salute to everybody. Blue Pill, B-Del 1014, Al-Kibalon, me, the good brother Red, that nigga Red Pill. You know what I mean? Like, how much for the replay? Got you, man. You know what I'm talking about? I got you. Yeah. We gonna handle that. You know what I mean? I believe it's on KTL University. Somebody was asking me about the non-ether shirt. The non-ether shirt. That's on the mark. 125. We got the non-ether shirt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of drippy right there. Yeah, I like this. This is my speed right here. I like that black and gold and whatnot. You know what I mean? Look royal. It's very royal looking. But that's on the mark. We know that the seasons are changing. We're going into t-shirt season, but you can never go bad with a good sweatshirt. You know what I'm talking about? It'd be getting chilly at night. You could never go bad with a zip-up hoodie, and you could never go bad with a good sweatshirt and whatnot. a good sweatshirt. You know? So yeah, man. The event, oh, not the replay, the event. I believe the event may be $44. You know what I'm saying? And that's available and whatnot. 8 hours, eight and some change. We'll go over some clips tonight. We'll do a little review on it and whatnot. Who was in the building last night for the lecture? Anybody in the building? Anybody in the audience was in the building? Could give me a little bit of recap as to some of the things that you was learning that stood out to you. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the only one talking about it, because then it'll seem like it's a commercial and whatnot. Damn, no label. You ain't had nothing to eat. You still practicing, right? You know, the sun went down, my nigga. I know it's Ramadan. You ain't eat nothing all day. Oh, the non-ether event. You want to see the non-ether event? I dropped the link for that the other day. I'm going to drop it again. I'll do you a favor. I'll drop the link for that. That's on our new channel called Hip Hopolis, like Metropolis, but this is the world of hip hop. So this is Hip Hopolis. You feel me? And I want everybody who hasn't subscribed to the page to go and subscribe to the page. And yeah, check that out. You know what I'm saying? Check out Hip Hopolis. That's the new page that is going to be dedicated or livicated to all things hip hop, real hip hop. That is, you know, not to say that there's such a thing as fake hip hop, but there's something called shit hop, right? That Black Dot coined that phrase. And shout out to Black Dot. I was on the phone with Black Dot. I believe it was on Saturday. I had to call the OG because, you know, we was talking about him and I was thinking about him. And I was like, let me check in with my OG and see what's good with him. And Black Dot is in good spirits. Black Dot is working. Black Dot is putting in work and whatnot. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. I will let him do it. But let's just say that y'all are definitely, for those that miss the good brother Dot and want to tap in and whatnot, you don't have to wait too long. That yearning and whatnot will be satisfied very soon. But I'll let him tell it. You feel me? I'll let him tell it. Here goes the video for the non-ether. Somebody said, why Black Dot retired from his show? Well, when you think about it, right, he got things to do. You feel me? He got things to do. So at the end of the day, you know, Black Dot had to handle his business and whatnot. You know, sometimes you can't necessarily do everything at once. So with great things come sacrifice. So it's like, if I wanted to do a book, if I wanted to do a documentary, even sometimes maybe if I wanted to lock in and get into artist mode and do an album, like I couldn't do the show. I would have to put this show on hiatus, because if I'm in artist mode, I don't have no business sitting up here trying to be a scholar, if that makes any sense. Because when you're in artist mode is not teacher mode. There's two different modes. Like, I could do this shit with my eyes closed. I could do a 10-hour lecture. I had out of the lecture, I ran the most time up. And I'm not saying that like I'm proud of it, but you know, I had to get the information out, and I had to speak I had to tell my story. I had to tell, you know what I mean? I had to speak my speech. You know what I mean? And I could do that like easily because I train my brain on a monthly, right? I train my brain to kind of like, oh, and if you're scanning the QR code right there, yeah, that might not work and whatnot because the sales are ended. You would have to go to the website. you have to go to the website. But I trained my brain because I do a lecture monthly, right? And the reason why I've been doing it like that is because I had to sharpen my sword and whatnot. Because if you don't use it, you could lose it. If you don't use it, you could lose it. So imagine this. I'm sitting around getting brain rot on fucking YouTube, just going down to YouTube. I'm on the back streets of YouTube down that rabbit hole. And them niggas, they not talking about much on YouTube. That's straight brain rot. So imagine if I do that for 6 months and I'm not contributing, I'm not going live, I'm not teaching, I'm not reading, I'm not researching, I'm just getting all of this cosmic slop. Yeah, I'm gonna turn into a goofy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn into a goofy. I'm not gonna be you're always up during the witching hours. I'm a witch. But I did say that I'm going to, after yesterday, it was 6 a.m. I was like, God damn it. This nigga Blue Pill probably woke up, went to the gym, and is coming back from the gym. And I'm on the fucking internet talking to niggas. And I was like, he said some shit that kind of like it kind of like it felt like a rib shot. He was like, yeah, you know, your brain starts eating itself when you're sleep deprivation, when you don't get enough sleep, your brain starts to eat itself. I was like, nigga, why you had to say that? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what the fuck? Like, was that personal, my nigga? Like, what are we doing? So I'm gonna go through my own, rearranging of my sleeping hours, and I'm gonna try to pull off the 10 p.m. shit, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do the blue pill shit for about 2 weeks to see if that changes anything. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you feel like you in Groundhog Day, and sometimes you feel like you in Groundhog Day. So I literally get up and the shit feels like I'm doing the same fucking thing. It's like, God damn it, nigga, break the fucking, break the pattern. So a 10 p.m. lay down will break the pattern. Cause my son, he goes to sleep around 9 something, you know what I mean? Get the little bedtime story and shit like that. So I just might tuck it in with him and then, get the early morning, the early rising type shit, because the weather did change. It is Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my geniuses. Happy New Year. Somebody said, get your ass to the gym. Nigga, I be going to the gym. I just don't go to the gym at 3 a.m. And I don't go to the gym and take pictures, my nigga. I go to the gym in the daytime, like during the day, my nigga. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. You niggas want the Hercules videos and whatnot. I get it. Yeah, Happy New Year, gang. You know what I'm talking about? So now that it's a new year, it's like you could go to sleep, you know what I mean? You could wake up a certain time and whatnot. So, I could wake up at 7, and in the winter when you wake up at 7, it's a little bit different than 7 p.m. in the springtime. You know what I mean? So I could do it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna test it. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year's, and things supposed to change when the seasons change. So in the winter, I'm on my winter shit. I'm hibernating. You feel me? I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. in the winter. I don't give a fuck. You niggas couldn't pay me. In the winter, I'm hibernating. But in the springtime and in the summertime, yeah, I'm popping out. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try it out. But yeah, I'm a night owl. I like the nighttime shit, but ain't nothing going on at night. To keep it a buck, you know what I mean? The fuck is going on at 4 a.m.? You know what I'm saying? I want to be watching YouTube in the late nights. So I'm gonna be getting my beauty rest. Yeah, the circadian rhythm and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? The circadian rhythm and whatnot. I'm on my God body shit. It's been New Year's, but what seeds have you cultured since January 1st to plant now? Yeah, well, is weed detox a must to restore our pineal glands? Yes, you gotta put that shit down, bro. I'm seeing a lot of stuff about the effects of this new weed. This is not the same weed that your parents were smoking. You know what I mean? This ain't the type of weed that motherfucking Jimi Hendrix and them niggas was smoking. You know what I'm talking about? This is some different shit. So I would say a little bit of a weed detox will definitely benefit. It will help. You know what I mean? It would definitely help, man. It would help. I don't really smoke that much weed these days, to keep it a buck with you. I don't even have the cravings to blow it down like that. You know what I mean? I don't even got especially they killed my weed man in January. That was my plug. And after they did that, it kind of like I was protesting. I didn't want to meet nobody else. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was reefer that they were smoking. Sensimilia. You know what I mean? They were smoking cannabis. My God, this shit right here is the devil's lettuce. You know? You know? So I kind of like took a little detox because of that. Then I started going back, but it just didn't hit the same. It just didn't hit the same. And I'm gonna keep it a buck, blowing it down and thinking about my dude, Buddha Gina, and I start getting sad and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So is oil oregano something that you suggest? No, not really. I'm just saying. Not saying. No label said, nigga, you are not God body. He going in tonight, bro. This nigga's going in. It ain't King Kush no more. That's right. It is not King Kush, yo. This they start talking about runts. Yo, we smoking the runts. We smoking the runts. I'm like, the runts look like this. What the fuck? This is what the runts is looking like. I'm like, what the fuck is, you know what I mean? The shit be like mad hard, like an acorn. It's crystallized. I'm like, I'm not smoking that shit. I'm not smoking that shit. How the fuck the weed went from being green to that shit is like the red Hulk. That shit is like red Hulk, gray Hulk. You know what I'm talking about? It's like you breaking a rock up, my nigga. Like, I'm good on that, bro. That's not weed, bro. I come from the day where they had fluffy crystals and shit like that. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm good on that, man. I'm good on that. Yeah, where did the flowers go? You just breaking up crack rocks now, man. I'm so good on that. I don't want none of that shit. I remember back in the days, your fingers would get sticky when you was breaking it down. Your fingers would get sticky. You could smell it on your cuticles like, oh my goodness, this is a good fragrance. You don't have that no more. Then we went through the phase where it smelled like pneumonia was on it. And it's like, it's just a bunch of different things going on. So I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci, you know? I'm Gucci. I'm gonna just chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just chill. And I guess when you chill, better, good things come to those who wait. So sometimes you could just be like, nah, I'm gonna detox a little bit. I'm gonna fast a little bit. And then boom, out of nowhere, you start getting, you get hit with the plug. Yeah, ammonia. There was a period in time where the shit smelled like ammonia. For real, for real. This was in the 2000s. It wasn't recently, but this was in the 2000s and whatnot. That's when they started spraying it. This is the earlier days of they spraying it. So when I met a grower, and a grower told me that, that whole thing with Hoboken County out there, and he was like, yeah, that the majority of the people that I buy my stuff from is white supremacists. And I had him describe the tattoos and everything, and he was like, "Yeah, spiders on their elbows and neck tats." I was like, "Fam, do you know who that is?" And he didn't know that they was white supremacists because he's a knuckle dragger walking around with his motherfucking with his eyes closed, and he's buying trees from white supremacists. And I'm like, bro, do you know what? Did you are you do you see the operations like? And come to find out, you don't know what they doing, man. You don't know what they doing. So I'm good. Jamaican red hair or that Arizona. Yeah, that Ari be hitting. I remember the Arizona days, man. I remember the Arizona days. You feel what I'm talking about? Bring the Girl Scout cookies back. So the Ox, I'm in Atlanta, and the YNs, they running up in those the Ox, like they got Indians. Indians started popping up with weed spots in like smoke shops in Atlanta, and it was like, where the fuck did y'all come from? Like, who gave y'all a pass? You know what I'm talking about? That was like, how did y'all skip the line? How did Punjabi and them become the weed man? So yeah, the YNs, they not feeling that. They driving pickup trucks through them goddamn windows. I went right to the gas station the other day to get some gas, and lo and behold, the motherfucking smoke shop was boarded up, talking about them niggas had a wooden door instead of a glass door. They had wooden windows and wooden doors, talking about we open. Nigga, I'm not walking in there, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Man down, nigga. That whole store looked like an L, my nigga. I was able to see inside of it from when I was pumping my gas. Now that shit looked like a tree house with all of that wood on it. I'm good. I'm good. Y'all need to pack it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, failed mission, bro. Pack it up. Nobody's buying weed from a boarded up fucking store, my nigga. We good. And y'all selling it for the high too. $40 for the 3.5. If you don't pack your ass up and go wherever Kamala went, y'all need to go with them. Because y'all done cut the legs off of the little niggas hustling at the gas station. Yeah, they packing y'all up. For real. They packing y'all up. You know what I mean? Y'all skip the line and try to take over the market, and nobody even invited y'all. We're in Atlanta, mind you. These are like Cash Patel and these niggas. These are like real Indian niggas. Like, why are y'all here with the ZA? And it's not even ZA, it's THCA and what? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get up out of here. Yeah, $20 apes on the West, because you're on the West Coast there. Yeah, you're on the what? You didn't know? Nobody told you? You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's not hitting the same everywhere. It's the shit triples once you pass certain state lines, my nigga. We $40, $30. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. Yeah, it's fucking with people's sperm count and all kind of things. Moving to Thailand where the ZA is legal. Hopefully they got this Thailand shit keeps coming up, bro. This Thailand shit I don't know what it is. Why is Thailand keep popping up around me? Like, I don't know what it is. You feel me? It ain't just because I like Thai food, but the Thailand shit. Literally today, the Thailand thing popped up. This is the third time somebody mentioned Thailand. If I went to Thailand, would y'all judge me? Come to Toronto. We smoking good up there. Really? I didn't even know about that. Nobody even talked about the Toronto T-dot trees and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I do know if I pull up in Toronto, wherever I pull up, man, just you know, that's part of the motherfucking rider. You know what I mean? Just part of the rider. Just have a zip waiting for the guard. You know what I mean? That's just courtesy. You know what I'm talking about? I might not even blow it down, but if I need to, that's just courtesy. You know, I'm in Atlanta. The shit that they got out here, I ain't feeling. But I went to Vegas. And they had a dispensary set up like it was the Indians had owned it, like the not Cash Patel Indians, not the Indians that I'm banging on in Atlanta. They got the $5 Indians are in Nevada, and they have a set. They had like a Walmart. I told people about it before. The shit look like Walmart. You know what I mean? A passport, bro. Nah, I ain't going out of. I'm not a passport, bro. I got a family, bro. I'm not an OF model, my nigga. I got a family. If I was a passport, bro, I'm going all the way in. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to be like, hit the link. If I'm a passport, bro, I'm gonna do the whole thing, bro. I'm just not gonna be a secret passport, bro. Nigga, I'm going live. I'm gonna be fucking turned up. I'm gonna have a whole channel and everything. Nah, I ain't doing no passport, bro. Shit, what I look like. But I would study my Thai. Yeah, I would study the niggas that kick me in my shin and get my shin stronger. And I wanna break the bamboo with one kick type shit. That's goals for me. You know what I mean? That's goals for me. 5 hour $2 massage. Yeah, Destiny. I couldn't stay. I couldn't stay. You know, I'm a world traveler. I would rest down my luggage, but I'm a navigator. You know what I'm saying? I won't I don't think there's anywhere outside that I want to go to stay. There's no, I don't have an appeal. Nothing is pulling me to be like, you need to live here. But there is definitely something pulling me to say you need to pull up and hit the grid. The same way before I ever went to Florida, I was getting the pull to go to Florida. I was getting the pull to go to the West Coast. I'm getting a strong pull to come to the West Coast, though. I was going through my old pictures. Matter of fact, there's a segment in a lecture.
It's also the origin of
Where
so this is every silo. He also says what happened. Elijah
don't know who
says what happened. Different light, different light.
Where I showed
Elijah
Nipsey
Muhammad,
shit.
the people that they know.
Bobby shit.
Let me see what part that is. Here we go. Check this out. I don't know if y'all was riding with us when we was on our Nipsey shit, because people here talk about Nipsey and don't realize like we knew the brother. I'm not just a fan and whatnot. Like I literally knew the God. You know what I'm talking about? And it was like that shit hit me to the heart, to the core when they assassinated him. Henceforth, while I'm looking at the nigga Big U with the super side eye, like nigga, you had something to do with this? You know what I'm talking about? And when we went out there to his coronation, because it wasn't a burial and whatnot, it was a coronation. Okay, he got coronated. I was there at the State Farm Arena. It was a coronation. You feel me? I met his mama. I met his umi. You feel me? I met his umi. So to see that man being vindicated, his spirit is back. Feel me? That trip changed me and Blue Pill's life. That trip changed me and Blue Pill's life when I went to Cali and whatnot. And then I went back to Cali and the energy wasn't there, right? The energy that was there during the Nip shit I've never felt nothing like that. Never felt nothing like that. But check this out. This big screen. Okay. You guys see the screen?
Yep.
All right. So, Fear of a Blackamoor Messiah, the rise of the chosen ones. And that's kind of hidden because, you know, everything can't be out front. You know what I'm talking about? People is watching. But we did it. We I had a vision to bring us all together and form Voltron. This is the new Fantastic Four until somebody proves me wrong. You know, one of the ideas that I had when I was listening to Al Kibalon and Bidel and Blue, and I was like, they need to like our comic book creators and our melanated blurs out there need to hire us. A.A. Rashid needs to be hired for his source material and paid by the hour. KT the Arch Degree needs to be hired. Billy Carson and Dr. B Serious. Like we need an agency, yo. So, because there's a contention amongst the woke smart people out. Let me get to the business. Early 2000s and whatnot, and his assassination, I took it personal. But when we went to the West Coast, something unlocked. I did not come back the same person. That was an upgrade for me. I felt the spirit. We touched the soil. We were there for his coronation. I met his mama. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was real for us. So I take this thing serious when we talk about the messiahs and the messianic forces. Like, I was out there. I saw the power of the Messiah. I saw the messianic force. I saw what it did to LA and whatnot. So when like Blue said, Black Sam had to lay low because all of the agents of confusion popped out afterward and didn't honor his memory and began to smear his name, and they started a campaign, and all of that is police. That's all federal. You feel me? All of that is, nobody could convince me of anything else. The assassination was federal. The smearing campaign was federal. That's his mother right there in the middle of me and Blue Pill's hug, right? So, she is a beautiful woman. Doesn't even look her age and whatnot. She was going through what she was going through, but she was holding it together. Sister Angela, and God bless her. You know what I'm saying? God bless her. I haven't seen her in a while and whatnot, but I still pray for her. You know what I mean? There's nothing like burying your son or your daughter or your child. You feel me? The red and blue kachina was activated when we went out there. As you can see, we got the red and blue on a lot. You know what I mean? We was walking through different hoods and didn't feel no type of fear, nothing. I don't know what they talking about. Like, I did not feel anything dealing with this whole gang life. I went back later, a few years later, and I felt it then, but it was sky was the limit when we was there, right? So me and B Dell did a show where it talked about the spirit of redemption and whatnot. And there's an article that just came out today. The district attorney is revisiting Nipsey Hussle's murder in connection to Big U's alleged crime. So, I'm not with the snitching, but I hope that Shitty Cuz decides to point fingers like how Nip is pointing it right now. Nip whacked out his mural for being a snitch. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I just feel that his spirit is working to make sure that Big U does not get away with the egregious acts. Check this out.
He did what no other rappers do today. He sold his own music. He sold his own music. So when I came along and Steve came along, we had a formula that merged with what he do, but he outworked any artist I've seen. I'm talking about business-wise. I'm not talking about on the mic. Because if you notice, this man is more professional than 90% of the dudes who are trying to grow to his level. But I'm saying that to all young babies. To a T, he outworked a whole lot of people. And this reason.
Man, oh man. I said in the lecture that the Big U shit is kind of personal because, there's always been a contention between talent and management. And what you saw right there is management, right? And Nipsey is the talent. And I personally can attest to the contention that, artists have with their management. And the fact that management is usually about $1. They don't give a fuck about all of that social political shit that you be trying to talk about. They don't care about none of that. They act like they do, but management only wants the bottom line. You know what I mean? Like Suge Knight and Tupac. Like Nipsey and Big U, right? Big U decided that he would try to wear the same clothes that Nip was wearing in the terms of being a community activist, a community organizer, a community activist, and he stood in Nip's shadow. But, according to the indictment and other things that are being said and whatnot, at the same time, he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's real crazy. Like, you got these Pop Warners, you know what I mean? Like, you raising up these babies and whatnot to be in the football. All of the community is looking up to you. You got the people You know what I mean? You have the hearts and the minds of the people. They trust you. You feel me? They bring in their children around you. You feel me? You're acting like you're helping and whatnot. But Nipsey was really helping shit. So he looking at Nipsey like, yeah, you know, your realness is going to show my fakeness. Similar to what how Tupac is moving. Tupac is moving with a certain type of energy. He's a messianic force. And then he got Suge Knight. And Suge Knight is about the bottom line. Suge Knight just trying to get the paper. You know what I mean? Suge Knight is heavy-handed in what it is that he's doing. But he's like, fuck them kids. I need this bread, bro. You know what I mean? And you could play that role all you want. But, you know, he didn't love the people the way that Tupac loved the people. And it's all good. Because as you can see in life, everybody is not for the same quote unquote mission and whatnot. Yeah, you could tell that he was jealous by his energy, but it's triggering me because there's a lot of people like that, even to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people like that, even to this day. It's a big contention in my personal journey between management and the talent or the artist and whatnot. Henceforth, a lot of people just break off and do their own shit and be like, fuck these managers and fuck all of that, because these niggas are not on my level. And, you know, they're dangerous because they got your fate in their hands. Diddy and Biggie, right? Diddy was the management. Biggie was the talent. These are two completely different beings who had two completely different energies. And then when the going got rough, the talent got sacrificed, right? The same thing with Tupac. Allegedly, he used that nigga as a shield. When the going got rough, he got sacrificed. You know? So, shout out to his spirit. Shout out to his messianic spirit, because in order for him to truly do the work that he was sent here to do from the spirit realm, he has to be vindicated. You can't work the spirit and the niggas is walking around with blood on their hands that has something to do with taking you out. Them niggas got to get washed up before the spirit could do the work on the land and whatnot. You feel me? They got to get washed up before they could do the work on the land. It goes all the way back to Big Red and 5 Heartbeats. Shout out to Big Red, right? The management and then the talent, it was different. Cadillac Records even showed you that. But Big Red, definitely dangling niggas off the fires, off the balcony. You know? You said the stream is fully banned, is shadow banned. Yeah, that's crazy how YouTube could shadow. I thought that was only an IG thing. Damn. You know? But the Nipsey shit is somewhat personal. You know what I mean? I was very enthusiastic. We were going to meet up with Nip to work with him on the Sabi doc and whatnot. That was something that was in the works, you know, the reuniting with Nip, you know what I mean? And because when I met Nip, I wasn't Red Pill. Like when I was able to meet Nip, that was like 2003. I wasn't Red Pill yet. So, you know, he was familiar with what it is that we were doing in the community and the work that we was putting in. So meeting back up with the brother, it was going to be a monumental occasion. It was going to be a part, you know what I mean? It was going to go up and whatnot. So I remember the day to the day. It was March 31st. I was on live. I was in the Bronx and whatnot, and I was on live. I was on IG live, and the word came through that he got shot. And there may be somebody in the building who was on that live with me. You feel me? There was probably somebody in the audience who was, yes, Derek Grace was about to meet up with him big time. Derek Grace, because around that time we were the shifters and whatnot. So Derek Grace was the plug to Nip, and Derek Grace was like, yeah, so while Nipsey was checking for Derek Grace, then he seen Red and Blue and was like, wait a minute, I know them niggas, And he like, yeah, that they part of the crew and whatnot. And I think it went from there and whatnot. And I remember even when we went to Tampa to do a shifters event, a paradigm shifters event, and Derek Grayson and picked us up from the airport, and he was playing Victory Lap. That's the first time I heard that shit, and I was like, "This is Nip, nigga. Is this is Nipsey Hussle?" And he was like, "Yeah, son, this nigga spitting." And that's the same weekend I met Pinky because she came to the event. Who knows Pinky? And I ain't talking about the brain either. Yeah. You know, she was at the event that we was doing, the shifters event. You know what I'm talking about? She ran down on the kid. I was like, oh, okay. I'll take a picture. You know what I mean? She a little chunky there. Yeah, she a little chunky. She like 3 pinkies, but it was still Pinky. Pinky got the brains. Yeah. But she cool though. She cool off camera. Huh? Yeah, she cool and shit. You know what I mean? She cool as hell. You know what I'm talking about? You said Pinky, the white singer? No, nigga, not Pink, nigga. Pinky. Pinky with the tan line. Type shit. Pinky with the brains, nigga. What we talking about? You know? Yeah, she pulled up. She pulled up in Tampa, of all places. I think she live in Florida. She pulled up in Tampa. You dig? And I was on a stage and shit. I was like, damn, she looked familiar. Where do I know her from? You know what I'm talking about? I think that it was that GMO weed had me forgetting who she was. Until I walked up, she walked up on me and shit got clear. And I was like, wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? Because you know, you inside of a lecture, you're not expecting to see a corn star. But yeah, she was there. You know what I'm saying? She was there. I think Derek Grace, the face tats brought her. I think it was the face tats that brought her. You know what I mean? Because nowadays, it's 2025. Shit different now. Back then, in 2017, it might have been 2018. Niggas didn't have face tats and consciousness. The fuck? You couldn't even have a fucking nigga. What? That wasn't, you know what I mean? The master teachers didn't have face tats, y'all. That was some new shit that we you know what I mean? It was some new shit. It was a new that was an anomaly. That was an anomaly. You said Pinky with the STD. Oh my goodness. Man. That's crazy. I didn't bag her. What do you mean? I didn't bag her. That's the homie. You know what I'm talking about? That's the homie, man. I would not touch her with a 1,000-foot pole, my nigga. I wouldn't touch her with my, you know what I mean? With my enemy's arm. I'm good. Are you serious? Man, oh man. Nah, that did. You know what I'm saying? The energy might have been there, but you know, I popped my balloon. I was like, you know what? She cool and everything. Yeah, she cool. I mean, you know, I like how she's dressed, but it's the toes. Yeah, it's the pinky toe for me. I can't do it. Yeah, I popped my balloon. Yeah. You're not booking the guard. You know what I'm talking about? You're not booking me. You know what I'm talking about? You're not booking me. I ain't doing that. Because think about it. Let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation, grown man time, right? You know what I mean? Let's have the conversation, grown man time. If you a guard, if you consider yourself to be guard body and whatnot, you feel me? You can't be dumpster diving. No disrespect at all. You know what I mean? Because you can't touch the harlots. You can't touch a woman who been with too many energy. You get spiritually transmitted diseases. I don't care if you're wearing a hat. You know what I mean? It's gonna you're gonna turn into Confucius and whatnot. I know people in the community, right, who had bright lights, and then they got poor lights. They started getting, they lights started dimming and whatnot, because you can't be spreading your energy, right? Nigga, you the prize type shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not even being I'm not even being egotistical, but nigga, you're the prize, especially if you got clean aura, especially if you've been working on your energy field and your aura and whatnot. How you gonna let a succubus come and suck you up? That don't work. That don't work. I know the many listen, we know that we know. I ain't just talk. I'm listen. They come with the septum rings. You know what I mean? I ain't judging, but I'm definitely smudging. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. We're gonna have a whole show one day where we're gonna talk about, niggas that be getting booked by those by the succubus, by the succubus suck you up. You know what I'm saying? I got one of my partners, he got taken down and he ain't never been the same. You know what I mean? Sucked him up, you know what I'm saying? Took all of his talent, you know what I mean? The nigga don't got, you know what I'm talking about? This nigga was lit. Now I be scrolling by, like I can't even hit the like button. Like, the shit is sad, bro. I know a few niggas getting walked on leashes right now. It's real. It's real. So if you conscious and you in a strip club around the succubuses and you not in there sprinkling holy water on them, my nigga, something is gonna happen. So you're gonna get booked. You said, is he looking like D'Angelo? He looking like what's my nigga with the deep voice from New Jersey? What's my nigga what's my nigga that's driving Uber right now who used to be singing Jalil? What's the I'm talking about? He went ahead and was fucking with the thoughts and got booked and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's such a thing as graveyard box. You know that, right? Jaheim. Yeah, my nigga looking like Jaheim right now. And what can you say? What can you say to your mans in them if they got booked and whatnot? What can you say? Because now you a hater. Niggas will fight you over the box. You know what I mean? What can you say? You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's like you just gotta pray for niggas. You know? You just gotta pray. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's real. You know? But it's real. And we in Atlanta. Atlanta's crazy with it. They need to come out with a whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm pitching a reality show. They got Housewives of Atlanta. We got Hoteps from Atlanta. I'm pitching a reality show. We got to bring this shit to the market. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring it to the market because it's real. Shit going down. That people need to see what's going on behind the scenes. After you eat them kale wraps, you know what I'm talking about? After you eat that slutty vegan, you know what I mean? We got to talk about it. You know? Shit real. You know? Yeah, graveyard box. I know women who, if they have 4 boyfriends, 3 of them is dead. Like, what is that about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about? You got 3 ex-boyfriends and 3 of them is dead and 1 of them is doing life. Like, what is that about? You know, it just can't be coincidence. It just can't be, you know what? I pick tough guys and I like to get with the shooters. No, nigga. There's a lot of shooters out here. Everybody ain't dying. What's going on with the energy? You know, what's the energy about? It's graveyard box. Like, yeah, I'm looking for Drewski so we could do the real hoteps of Atlanta. I want Drewski to produce it. Could have been hotep. You know, gonna treat you right. Oh, peace king. You know what I mean? Gonna grand rising you to you know what I'm saying? They gonna grand rising you. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Gonna wipe you down with patchouli oil. Could have been hoteps. I'm gonna get with Drewski. We're gonna do could have been hotep records. But look, I'm laughing to keep from crying and whatnot. I got booked before. Nigga, I'm not perfect. I got booked. You got to get booked to know what it feels like to get booked. Nigga, I got booked. The fuck? You know what I'm talking about? I ain't afraid to talk about it. You know? Had to, you know what I mean? I had to go bathe in the waters of Lake Montoka, nigga. The same shit where Prince was at to get right. I had got booked back in the days. You know? So shit is real. You know what I'm talking about? Shit is real in the field. You know? But that's why even when it comes to doing like a pop the balloon type of show or something, there's one part of me that wants to do it. Then there's another part of me that's like, nah, don't even step into that field because you could fuck around and you know what I mean? You don't know how do you know how to vet people these days? Like, how do you know how to vet people these days? Like, what are you gonna use? A pendulum, my nigga? Like, how do you vet people? You know what I'm talking about? Because people be hiding and shit. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know? You know? How do you know? So I don't want that on my consciousness. I don't want that on my jacket. I don't want to be responsible for even being a host of something where one of these weird niggas meet one of these queens or these sisters and whatnot and go ahead and fuck their whole life up, or vice versa. You know? So until we figure out a vetting process, it still exists inside of my mind and my heart. But, you know, I'm approaching it from a real honest place that, you know, I, as a Scorpio, I am into the affairs of the heart. You know what I mean? Because I remember what it felt like to be, you know, lonely. You know, I remember what it felt like to be, you know, kind of like, you know what I mean? Needing companionship, wanting companionship, not having companionship, you know what I'm saying? Not being focused because I didn't have somebody to hold it down with me type shit. You know what I mean? So I do know that we are in a community where that people don't have a social setting. So I feel like it's unfair for those of us who deserve better. There's no social setting for men to meet women. Nobody has erected any type of social setting, a healthy type of environment so people could just network. You know what I mean? It don't have to be smacking bellies and whatnot. It's just like, yo, where can I even see other than scrolling through my damn timeline? Where can I see people in the flesh? And it's for that reason of socializing. Because it's like you go to a lecture and you gotta wait till they do the call to break and whatnot, and then you on the wall eyeballing shit. Yo, my man. What's your horoscope? Yo, you want to read it? You want me to buy you a kale wrap? You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? You said use the tarot cards. Oh, they using them tarot cards. There's lounges everywhere. Yeah, but where's the lounges, right? There's specific lounges for conscious people to link up. No. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to mix the drinks. I don't want to go to a social lounge where you got thought smoking hookahs and whatnot, and you gotta sift through the crowd to see who's wearing patchouli oil. And then, no, I rather it be an environment where it's alikes, people of the same type of frequency, so they could just get their network on. I don't know about no conscious lounges and whatnot. I definitely want to be a love doctor once I'm put up. They won't listen unless you're married. On some Arlette shit from you want to be Arlette with the African husband. He be on her neck. You know what I'm talking about? She can't even move around. That nigga look like he be, you know what I'm talking about? He looks scary as a motherfucker. You know Arlette from the Pop the Balloon show. Yeah, her and her shadow. That's her husband. Lounges ain't conscious. You know? And then it's like at the lecture, that's where we get to what on the line at Tassili's. Yo, excuse me, ma'am. I don't mean to bother you while we waiting for our order and whatnot, but can you tell me how that punani tastes? Oh my goodness, what did you? No, I mean the punani wrap. Oh my, no, hold on. Mason, they hit you with the fucking with the vegan mace because you asked her how the punani tastes, but you were talking about the punani wraps. Like it's you know what I mean? It's wicked in these streets. We don't have no social settings. Where you gonna meet her at? Wadada, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna meet her at? On a line at Seven Nandas? Yo, can I buy this oil for you, ma? I was checking out your sundress. Psh. Like, where you gonna meet her at other than her DM? Like, where is the safe space? Where is the safe space? Huh? You gotta wait all the way to fucking Juneteenth, my nigga. You gotta wait all the way to Juneteenth to wear your sleeveless dashiki and walk around, you know what I mean, with your locks tied up and hope you get chosen on the motherfucking lawn, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's what we have. That's what we drove. We came to Atlanta and packed up so we could do that. So we could just roll the dice and hope we get chosen on the lawn at the Juneteenth celebration, my nigga. I don't think so. It got to be something else. Like life is life and it's moving too fast, bro. You know what I'm saying? People need to be equally yoked. You know what I mean? The gods deserve their goddesses and the goddesses deserve their gods. I think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm an observer. I'm a high level observer. I be standing on the porch looking at shit. And that's what I be seeing and whatnot. I'm like, yo, people deserve better. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, they will settle. So then you find the goddesses in the hookah lounge chasing the motherfucking African niggas from that's being passed around Atlanta all day. They passing around Africans like hookahs out here. You know what I'm saying? And they start fucking with the with Young Thug and them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? They you know what I mean? It's like where they'll be like, I gotta scratch an itch. You know what I mean? We going to the hookah lounge. We going to Benihana's. We gonna get some hibachi. You know what I'm saying? So while they at the hibachi, you sitting at the hibachi, they throwing shrimp in your mouth. You're like, I don't eat that. You don't smoke? Okay. So if it's not the hookah bar, it's other places that I'm just saying. A conscious speed dating. The thing is, you can't speed this shit. It's like the speed dating is when you're trying to smack bellies and whatnot. I kind of like I worked it out, and you can't do the speed dating with the conscious shit. You got to take your time. You got to take your time. Speed dating, I get it, but that's when you're a knuckle dragger. I don't think we could do speed dating as conscious people, you know. But there's somebody out there that booked the PPP loan and y'all still got some bread and whatnot. Go sell a Bitcoin and buy some shit and open it up, my nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? But buy a Bitcoin, sell one of your Bitcoins. You know what I mean? Sell some of that copper, my nigga. Whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, y'all could walk into Truist Bank and get a loan. You know what I'm talking about? All of y'all that's doing the EYL shit, go and get a loan and open up a fucking a meeting spot for the gods and the goddesses. Because in Atlanta, you try mixing shit up, it just don't mix. I'm going into spots and it's like it's a mixture of mad different communities, and that's like oil and water. That's like oil and water. Atlanta is the town of cliques. This shit is super clicky and whatnot. And you don't want to mix the cliques up because different people be into different shit. Different people be into different shit. And then you get mixed up and they mixy stuff. I'm good. I don't want to be around Nene and them chicks. I don't want to be around the Atlanta housewives. I don't want to be around the BBL queens. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to be around the BBL queens. You know, I'm good. I'm good in the cougar section at the mother. I'm good. I'm good with the Atlanta housewives, with the face fillers and the 8 BBLs. I'm good with the young thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm Gucci. I'm good on that. We need to find something else to do. DMV has several outside. Shout out to the DMV. Shout out to the DMV. Niggas just need a park or something. Build a park. Do something. Build a playground. Get a jumping gym. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like something. Buy a 100-foot yoga mat. Build a fence around that shit and play some laundrell and let the mons in them pull up so they could meet they whiz. You feel me? Like, think about it. I'm in Atlanta, you know what I mean? And I'm not going through these things. I'm just speaking for the bros who don't have a voice. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not going through these things. You know what I mean? I'm put up, my nigga. I'm put up, right? But you know, I'm an advocate. You know what I'm saying? I'm Tevin Samuels right now. You know, I'm Big Tevin and whatnot. I'm Schoolie Red. I'm pulling up for the guys. And it's like, if I got up and I was feeling myself, like, where do I go to be felt? If I got up and I was feeling myself, I got a few dollars I want to blow and whatnot, where can I go to be felt, right? From the opposite sex who are on my level. They don't have that out here. And this is Atlanta of all places. So I can imagine what niggas in Boise, Idaho is going through right now. And then they get mad at these niggas when they pull up in the pickup, you know what I'm saying? And they get out the goddamn pickup with Honey Boo Boo in them. You know, we got a bookstore. You know what I'm saying? We got a bookstore. You like, come and read a book. Come and read a book. You know? Come and read a book. But I mean, that's still like that now gets right to the point. These is grown people. Fuck all of that beating around the bush. Listen, pull up and let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Pull up and let's chop it up. This is my theory though, and I don't think people will even go for it because this is kind of like this is a little too exposure. You walk through the door and they take your aura picture. Huh? You walk through the door and you get a picture of your aura taken. How about that? That way you could see if a nigga really been doing their shadow work. You know? You could start there. You walk through the door and it's almost like, nah, this you don't got to pay the fee. The fee is your motherfucking aura picture in your birth chart, right? You get like Ra Cool just read you on the spot. All right, nah, yo, you got this is conjunct in this. When I was telling this story to B-Del the other day. Story time. The year is 2009. I'm in Harlem. No, it's 2010. Me and my son's mother decided that we were going to part ways and whatnot. And, we outgrew one another and, we were going to be best of friends and everything. But I was like, you know what? I'm healing and whatnot. I'm healing. So I went through my healing phase for about 5 months. And then I met a young queen and whatnot. And, she lived in Harlem, gorgeous, I'm talking about gorgeous queen. You feel me? Beautiful, beautiful queen, energy was good, a little bit younger than me, maybe about 5 years younger, something, and she had a newborn. And, I was cool. We was cool. We was doing what we was doing and we was getting to know one another. And then I think like there was a lecture one day, whatever the case was. I had my brother Noble and Pooh with me and we slept over the crib. We was at the crib and he slept over and whatnot. And then in the morning we was chilling, chopping it up, talking to him. And he was like, yo, let me do a reading on y'all. And I was like, yeah, you want to do a reading and shit? Because I know you be doing readings and whatnot, and you accurate with your readings. So shit, you know what I mean? Why not? But I already know that I found the one that you know what I'm saying? I'm good with, I was confident. I was like, go ahead, you could do the reading. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You're just going to tell me what I already know. So why he did a reading and looked that girl right in her face and then looked at me and was like, yeah, so I'm like, yeah, damn, this nigga's gonna be like, this is my my twin flame, you know what I mean? We was separated from lifetimes and shit. So he was like, yeah, so according to this reading and whatnot, you a Gemini, he's a Scorpio. Yeah, this man, this is conjunct in that. Oh shit, yeah. So Brad, yeah, you need to leave right now. And don't even go past go and collect 200. He was like, you need to leave the house right now because according to this chart, my nigga, you never need to be around her again. I was like, family. I looked at this nigga like, fam, excuse me? He was like, yeah, she's not the one, bro. She's definitely not the one. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this conjunction right here. You see how the chart is, man? So literally in 3 past lifetimes, you and her, I was like, come on, fam. Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you, son? Do you want her? What you want to do? I mean, come on, son. Do you see what we? And he was like, nah, fam. I mean, I know what it looked like, but that's not what it is. And my little heart was crushed right there, bro. We was sitting on the windowsill and I had thoughts of just falling backwards. And I was like, no. But yeah, you know what I mean? I packed it up and I was up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not that day and whatnot, but it was you know what I'm saying? It was the beginning of the end. It was over after that. You know what I mean? It was over after that. And I was like, God damn. You know what I mean? I was contemplating, was the God hating? Is this real? And I guess it was. So shit like that, like somebody doing your chart right there who he wasn't biased. You said she had a newborn? Not a newborn, not like a newborn. The baby was like 18 months. What you mean? And yeah. She was healing, I was healing, and we was healing together. But he was like, yeah, you got to pack it up, bro. And that's not it, bro. That ain't it. You know what I mean? And I was like, you sure about that? You want to do it again? And he was like, nah. He was like, I know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? And I was like, yeah. Sayonara, beloved. You know what I'm talking about? Sayonara, beloved. We gotta go. We gotta go. Does healing ever end? No, I don't think so. I think you'll be healing to the last day. Let me see some. Squad. 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 Give me a minute, y'all. I gotta do something. Tattoos on my face. You know you ain't safe. Give me 1 minute. Okay, your Temu order is waiting for your review. Yeah, playing. It's Cardi. But yeah, that's what friends are for. You know what I'm saying? That's what friends are for, you know? And we all need friends like that. You feel me? We all need friends like that, you know? People who is going to tell us what we need to hear, even if we don't want to hear it, if that is going to help us in our journey to stop us from, you know, making the wrong decision and literally, you know, getting booked for some shit that will haunt us for a very long time. So shout out to Ampu, you know what I mean? I seen him the other day on Black Magic 363. He didn't double back because I asked her, I seen her, you know what I mean? I doubled back and I was like, yo, did this nigga try to hit you up on a back end? She was like, nah, I would have been told you that. So shout out to him for being honorable and whatnot. He ain't do that. He ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do that. He was definitely, you know, he was like, no, because I asked him multiple times. I was like, fam, you sure? Are you sure? He was like, yes, nigga. I'm very sure. Like, we're not doing that. So it is what it is, man. You win some, you lose some. Right? You win some, you lose some. And yeah. But I want to see everybody happy, man. I just want to see the people happy, man. That's important. That's very important. Cardi. Give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to get this website straight. For anybody who wanted to get the album on the band Zoogle, you could go there now and go ahead and grab that. That part. You know what I mean? You'll be able to get the digital copy right now, and then we'll be shipping out the physical copy this strong. So for anybody that wants to get the 44 tops, the album that is available on Bandzoogle. I will put the website in the chat, and then I'll also put it on the scroll right there on the bottom. And also anyone who wants to get the replay of the lecture that we did last night, that is also available for your viewing pleasure as well. It is on KTL University. If you're a Patreon, Rainbow Opal, all the way up to Citrine, you have access to the replay 8 hours and change. That is available as well on Patreon right now. Now, for the other people, we are going to be putting it on our website because literally, right? I'm putting this up right here. Literally, as you can see, your content was removed. YouTube removed your content. So Fear of a Blackamoor Messiah was removed from YouTube. I had it up there as a private link, and YouTube, whatever the algorithm that they're using and whatnot, whatever they're doing, they deemed the video to be too hot for YouTube. As expected, we were going in last night. We was talking that talk last night. We were not being belligerent in any type of way. We were just dropping a lot of information that these people with very thin skin, right, will become affected by. So they decided that they did not want that shit to be on their I don't blame them. I don't blame them. If I own YouTube, you couldn't put that shit up there on my channel either. Too many gems was being dropped. So this will be on the website bright and early in the rising and whatnot, as soon as the people from Podia get their asses to work so they could work with us and whatnot. So that's what's going on. All right, that's what's going on. It will be up there in the rising, right? But we have it right here, and we've been playing a little.
Why we are giving him the award.
I'm gonna take you on a little trip real quick on some of the
everything intrinsically.
This is what they're knowing right now. So
keep along with crazy.
I can see what's playing out outside of what's being said relative.
Bedell went crazy.
Church. Everything that they do as far as like westernized technology and westernized theology
every year. So it
Blue
was
Pill went
ratified
crazy
by Biden to be officiated this year. Different light that we have access to through the cosmos and the neutrinos popping.
Have sparked social
Red Pill
and
went
political
crazy.
movements such as the civil rights movement in the U.S. or revolutionary movements in Latin America. Researchers have looked at how messianic leadership, not that progressive. We're not that quote unquote, we're not, right? It's not serving elite. Harari has said that AI.
Now, I know people say, well, that sounds like science fiction. Well, actually, there's if you study of quantum mechanics and all of that, I mean, we understand that there are multiple dimensions of reality. The Word of God speaks of that as well. But the Baal worship, Satan literally put it upon the hearts and minds of the worshipers to build this arch. So you had, before you could approach the temple, you had to go through there, and you were representing, I'm now sanctifying myself, I'm coming into the presence of.
Those terrorist organizations reformed to form the
Non-stop jewels. I'm telling you, it was non-stop jewels, bro. I shit you not. You know what I mean? It wasn't no Moissanite either. This was pure diamonds that was being dropped. Pure diamonds. So the replay will be available for all to see. Is there a website subscription? The real subscription would be Patreon. That would be Patreon. For everybody who's on Patreon, that would be literally how we subscribe and whatnot. Shout out to all of my patrons. Y'all be getting a lot of shit every day. Like I'll be flooding it with information, mostly about technology, though. You know what I mean? Mostly about technology, you know what I'm saying? But then we do a lecture every month to give you that heavy-handed metaphysics and that deep ass esoteric wisdom and whatnot. And me personally, as the big bro, I want to give the opportunity to the young teachers and whatnot, put a few dollars in their pocket and give them the opportunity the way that I was given the opportunity, because Black Dot, who, when we came into the game, Black Dot was the big homie. You feel me? Black Dot was already popping and whatnot. Black Dot was lit. You feel me? Sharif, what up? And he didn't have to stand on the stage with me and Blue and whatnot and co-sign us and give us a stamp, but he did that. Even A.A. Rashid had got a head start on us, and he was popping and his name was lit. And the first lecture that we did, Quiet as Kept, was Blueprint 322, right? Quiet as Kept. We did the lecture yesterday on 322. and Blueprint 322 was the first lecture that we did. Let me see if I could pull up a clip of that. So my way of giving back, you know what I mean, and my way of getting out of the way and whatnot, because I don't want to be doing this when I'm 60 years old and whatnot. You know what I mean? I don't even want to be doing this shit in my, I mean, yeah, maybe in my 50s, you know what I'm saying? Because you do get smarter, you do get wiser, and you do get what they call the elders' wisdom and whatnot. So I'm not I'm not against sharing that. However, I want to see the younger generation doing what they got to do. I want to see them shining. You smell me? I want to see them shining, So we got to make a way for them. And the best way that I could do that in the capacity is to, set up plays for them to make sure that they could shine, make sure that they could shine type shit. You know what I'm saying? Why not? So shout out to them. And shout out to any of the younger teachers that are out there who may be feeling like, oh man, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I would be accepted. I don't know if, all of these things that you kind of like haunt yourself with. And it's understandable. It's a human trait and whatnot. But my humble opinion, and in my humble opinion, I would tell everybody who wants to be a legend, because think about it. What else is there to do in these days and times? What else is gonna make you a legend in the culture? Rap is dead. Hip hop is kind of that. If you're not rapping like Playboy Cardi, if you niggas is not mumbling and looking weird and whatnot, then you I don't know if you're gonna be able to rise to the top, because the new audience is young people. And they've been conformed to not fuck with your algorithm anymore. Who you gonna get? The Griselda crowd? These niggas with gray beards and whatnot, with the salt and pepper beards. I'm good. So it's like you don't even have that much of an audience no more in hip hop. If you don't really have your shit, if you wasn't wavy from back yonder and whatnot, if you don't have an established brand or name, what do you have to look for in the hip hop shit? What you gonna rap about? You gonna be a coke connoisseur like Griselda? You gonna have cocaine bars? You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna be Rock Marciano? You're gonna be pimping, my nigga? Like, what lane are you gonna carve? Even though I think that there's mad voids to fill and whatnot, but I've been waiting for niggas to carve it, and they ain't been carving. There's no George Washington carvers out there. Nobody's carving a lane. So what you gonna do? You gonna be an athlete? You gonna be a legend by being an athlete, nigga? I think that's out of the question. What you gonna be, a basketball player, nigga? You gonna be a soccer player? You know what I'm talking about? You gonna be a wicket, a paddle ball king, nigga? What you gonna be, a handball king? What you gonna be? You know what I'm talking about? You gonna be a ping pong king? Like, that's out of the way. So where's the legends being created at? You have to step into your godhood. That's where the legends are being created. Not right now. This is not about fame, because fuck fame. I told y'all before, you will never appreciate being able to walk the streets and people not looking at you. You be thinking that you want to be stared at and whatnot until niggas is staring at you. They give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm walking through the airport and all kind of hair on my neck be standing up because weird niggas is staring at me. You know what I'm talking about? And I call them weird because you're not saying nothing. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? You buy now. Like, nigga, don't stare. You buy now. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Do I know you, nigga? Like, goddamn. The fuck? That's not saucy. You know what I mean? That ain't sexy and whatnot. And if you a sex symbol, that still ain't sexy, because people don't be on their meds and whatnot. So that still ain't sexy. You being a sex symbol is even more of a L. Maybe in the 70s and whatnot, Pam Grier pushing up on you and whatnot. But right now, you got the girls from the Baddies Club trying to throw box at you. You got Shorty from Drewski. What was the girl that won the Drewski shit? Bamboo. You got bamboos in them running up on you. You in the airport, they pulling up on you in the motherfucking in the cart. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, stealth mode. Stealth mode. Anonymity is the new famous. Anonymity. Not being known, my nigga. Anonymity. That's why people is going out of the country and hiding out, bro. The anonymity. That shit is overrated. Don't ruin your life. Don't throw it all away for fame, because they do have us chasing the fame dragon. Niggas want to go viral. Niggas want to be, you know what I mean? I want all of these followers. Bro, take it from me, bro. The shit is overrated. Yeah, they pulling up with a bonnet smelling like Black and Miles, and they got the Don Julio bottle on the top of their head. Like, family. That succubus energy and all of this other crazy shit, you don't want it. You don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Being not known right now and just being lit within your own self and knowing that you a legend and whatnot, or having a community that fucks with you the long way and respects you for your authenticity, that's the real W. You don't have to be known by everybody. I don't want white people pulling up to me. And shout out to my European gray people who fuck with the pills. These are the grays and whatnot. I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want no Beckys and Karens, and I don't want no soccer dads talking about red pill. My son wants a picture. If you don't, the fuck? It's not what I got in for. I didn't get in this shit for that. There's nothing sexy about that. You know what I mean? That's not a W. You lost when it comes when shit gets to that point, nigga. That's an L. You know what I mean? You lost. You got soccer dads want to take pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad for niggas that are out there trying to put their face out there and they fake famous and whatnot. That's corny, because let something go bad. Let something when it's good, it's good. But let something go bad, nigga. Let your sex tape leak and you know, and you giving two humps like a camel, or I don't know, but just let some type of controversy, you know what I mean? And you got to go through the fire and everybody knows your face. That's just one way of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Let it go bad, because we live in a society now where you're seeing heroes go into villains like this. Look at what happened to Kanye. Kanye unraveled his shit in about 2 weeks flat. You know what I'm talking about? He went to unredeemable in like 2 weeks flat type shit. You know what I'm talking about? And he's not gonna, because the type of pressure or the type of animosity that he initially was feeling, because he was going against the small hats, that's not the animosity that he's going through right now. He went against certain people who are considered to be, you know, untouchable. You know? Yeah, he's going out like Harvey Dent. He kind of crossed the lines, and once again, you got to leave the children out of this, bro. You got to leave the children out of this. Charleston White is a walking martyr. Mark my word. He is going to get his top popped, and I don't wish no bad on no man, but the nigga has come after too many children for him to be protected by any type of ancestral forces and whatnot. His day will come. Look at what's going on. Texas is on fire. There's some type of energy running through Texas, and niggas is getting their issues out there. They washing everybody up. You know what I mean? The ghost of karma. Nigga, Carmen is out there. You know what I mean? Rico is in LAX. Rico with the taco meat is in LAX with the shades on and whatnot. You know what I mean? Going through that bit. Let me get a he's at Hertz Rental talking about, let me get a drop top. I'm gonna ride through Crenshaw with the top down. Yeah, Rico is in LA and Karma is in Houston or Texas for that matter. And people is getting their ticket and whatnot. So Charleston White, just by the laws of the universe, is not safe. Just by the laws of the universe is not safe. So leave the kids out of your rants. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. Them children didn't do nothing to you. And your children, sometimes the children pay for the sins of the father. I'm man, where's his counsel at? There's better ways to go to war. I know that he went to war, but he's going to kamikaze. Y'all got to know what type of war when you see it. He's going to war. The war that he's fighting right now is a kamikaze type of war where he's crashing out. You know, he's crashing out. He wasn't crashing out like that before. To certain people, they thought he was crashing out, but nah, he was turning up. Now he's crashing out, and I'm talking about Kanye or Ye. You know, can't attack the children, bro. You might can attack the women, not in a way of, you know, attacking them physically, but if you've been done wrong by a woman, then you got to stand your ground and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But you can't attack a woman who didn't attack you. You can't attack a woman and her child. Like, we still live in a universe where there's cause and effect. You're not above cause and effect, bro. And I don't think that he don't practice enough dark magic. He's not on the left-hand path. He's trying to act like he's left-hand pathing it. And no, nigga, we don't believe you. That's not it. You ain't there. No, nigga, that you ain't on that time. You're not on that time. Cut it out. You know what I mean? You're not on that time. You know, you're not, and you're not above the paradigm. And you know, you're going to turn into a lesson. You're going to turn into a lesson, and the youth turned against you. Right? You were being covered by them. Now the youth, you went after somebody's child, and then the youth turned against you because you went after some of the hottest artists that the youth are looking at like their saviors. Right? Like they're messiahs. So you went against the messiahs of the youth. Yeah, you cook, my nigga. There's no other way around it. And I don't wish no bad on no man and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we still have to remember that we're inside of a movie theater. This shit is an illusion. And we're just in, this is a theater. This is the grand stage. This is the grand stage. Children get attacked every day. They harm. I know that. But you're not supposed to harm the children. They are considered to be off limits. And for the people who put hands and feet on children and harm the children, they too will eventually reap what they sow. Karma is real. Karma is real. You know? Here go Mike Smith. Did you read in my charts too, my nigga? You was there that day when Ampool gave me the reading? You was there. That was you in the background. You know, he deleted the post. This is the internet. Everybody, people are in a cesspool and whatnot. He contributed to, the nigga dropped a fire album and nobody is listening to it. That just goes to show you how far gone this thing has gotten. He did all of that fuckery to drop a fucking album that's kind of fire and nobody will even review it. So you know he's cooked, because prior to that, he was able to reverse everything with a product drop, a sneaker, a sock, a t-shirt, an album. Motherfuckers was able to forget things and wipe his, and able to wipe the record clean and let him rock and whatnot. But once you cross lines, there's lines. You can't uncross the line. You can't uncross. Once you cross the line, remember Tazara, cross the line. Once you cross the line, It's almost like burning a bridge or burning the ship. You can't get back on the ship after it burnt. You can't stand back on the bridge after it burnt. You know what I mean? So once you cross that line, it's over with. There's no coming that, you know, stay over there. You can't come back. So he's reached his can't come back moment. And yeah, God bless that man. You know what I mean? Did something intervenes in the behalf of his betterment. You know, what did he reverse with a sock? He was having cancellation hearings and whatnot, and that nigga dropped a sock for $20, and they brought that nigga back into his billionaire status and some other things, bro. Yeah, nigga started. He did a commercial in the Super Bowl, and he dropped $20 socks, and he got his coins. And people was beginning to forget about the fact that he was allegedly supposed to be canceled. That's what happened. You know? Either way, it doesn't look good, especially from someone who's made billions from looking good. Exactly. They're going to let Drake come back. Who's they? You know? Who's they? Because Drake, like Kendrick said in the song, your superpower is being neutralized. Translation to YN speak. Nigga, your aura is gone. Your superpowers are being neutralized. Translation, your aura is being stripped away. So Drake was running off an aura. He had the aura. He had the top aura of damn near all of the artists. The anniversary of Kendrick's verse on Like That was the other day, like 2 days ago. They spent a whole year, right, from the day that Like That dropped up until today, stripping his aura. Now he's a Scorpio, and Scorpios could recreate themselves. They have the power of doing that, regardless of what anybody thinks. Actually, they want you to count them out. You know what I mean? Certain Scorpios thrive off of being counted out. That's the only way that they could become the phoenix and rise out of their ashes. So he has it in him. He has it in him. You know? When he came out with the bullet hole sweatshirt, he was dead right. But Sharif, that was the bullet hole sweatshirt was similar to like when Jay-Z did the video where he basically had Rick Root, the 99 Problems, and or Jay-Z is dead and whatnot. And he basically killed off that character and, you know, and resurrected a new character who was on a different time. So the Jay-Z situation where they showed him getting killed and everything, he popped back up as an executive. He popped back up married. He popped back up with a new label. He popped back up growing his hair out and shit like that. He resurrected himself. So that version of Jay-Z with the do-rag and the quarter water and Mr. Crack Seller and Corner Boy and all of that, that died in the Black Album in that video where he got bodied and whatnot. And then you started hearing the name Sean Carter a little bit more. Prior to that, it was just Jay-Z. You had to read the credits to know who Sean Carter was. You feel me? So fast forward to what Drake is doing and whatnot. He does have the ability to revamp, to reinvent himself, but it can't be Aubrey. It can't be the Drake that we knew. It has to be somebody completely different. There has to be another facet of his Scorpio. And that album that he did for the ladies ain't making it. That's not enough. It's not enough. Well, you need more people, family. You need more people. And I even think people are moving on beyond even Kendrick to this point. You know, they're kind of moving beyond the Kendrick, the work is already kind of done. And he could fade away at this point, and it's all good because whoever's supposed to come hasn't even really made his or her appearance as of yet. Whoever that person is, whatever that force is, whatever that energy is, it hasn't necessarily arrived, but the harbinger is Kendrick Lamar. He's the John the Baptist. He's the harbinger of whatever this new energy is going to be, or this new artist that's going to shake things up. Sauce Walker. Yeah, shout out to Sauce Walker. Back to talking shit, right? Yeah, I mean, is Sauce Walker a Scorpio? Let me see what this nigga. He's an anomaly. He's an anomaly. He got 9 lives like a motherfucker, boy. He's an anomaly. He's different. You feel me? He's different. I give him that. He is different. He got to clean his energy though. You know what I mean? His energy is all funky. June the 29th, 1990. You know what I'm talking about? This is a different, his nigga's different. And I know Texas made, you feel me? I already know Texas made, you know. People die from leg shots though. You know? People expire from leg shots. He better count his blessings. You feel me? He better count his blessings because, you know, he been cheating a lot of situations on many occasions. You know what I'm saying? He literally had got sat down. The universe sat him down the other day and he got locked up, I believe, in Miami. And what that was if you would have stayed in there, you wouldn't have got shot. You know what I mean? If he would have stayed in there, he wouldn't have got shot. You know what I'm saying? But there's always a sign. You know what I mean? I've said it before. There's 3 reasons why people get jammed up. And one of the reasons is your ancestors are sitting your ass down because you speeding and you about to crash out. So the only thing that could save you is those Tiffany bracelets and whatnot. And that's to slow you down. And then there's 2 other reasons why people get jammed up. You know, but his artist got bodied and whatnot. And when I saw the video, he didn't even say anything about the other. He just was like, ooh, you know, like, you know, sauce it up for us or for the dude that got bodied. But I didn't see the, once again, management and talent, right? He's the management and the artist is the talent that just got killed. The artist had beef in Memphis, right? He shouldn't have been there. You put management at risk. So you put management at risk, right? You put management at risk. So Sauce Walker is the management and the artist that got killed is the talent. And he's like, yo, let's keep it moving. He's not even going to mourn him. He's not even going to mourn him. Right? That's how management will do you. Similar to the label that he's on, right? He must have learned it from Empire Records because you get bodied on Empire Records, they won't even put your picture on their webpage to talk about RIP. Yeah, Roy Lee died from a leg shot. You know what I'm talking about? Roy Lee died from a leg shot. Complications later on. Ooh-wee. So Empire is a label where it's a graveyard. They got like 8 artists that are ancestors. And they don't give a fuck. They have the insurance out on those artists. They pay the mama's rent for like 3 months, and then it's cutting you off. They might drop a posthumous album, and then they on to the next one. The insurance money that they get from the dead rappers is what they're signing other rappers with. So now they're in Africa. Empire was like, you know what? There's enough dead rappers on our roster in America. Let's go and get these Afrobeat niggas. So they take the key life insurance money that they get from all of the artists that they're insuring, because they're insuring street artists. This is what Empire. So it's like, yo, yeah, the real death row, the real death row. So they'll basically be like at the board meeting, okay, this artist is a level 5 risk, right? It's similar to when you get in life insurance and you be like, yo, They be like, do you do any drugs? Are you into any type of medication? Be like, I do some fentanyl occasionally, you know, on the weekends and what. I do a little bit of fetty on the weekends, and I do crack on the weekdays, and a little, you know, I shoot up a little bit too. So insurance is going to be like, okay, well, now we know what we working with. We're going to have to treat it like that. Same thing with the record labels. If you're a drill rapper or a gangbanger and you're going to Universal or you're going to Sony, and they're like, yo, is this artist liable to get killed or a RICO? And they have to sit down and be like, yeah. So we're going to take out, instead of taking out a regular policy on this artist, right? We have to take a key life insurance policy out on him, because if we bet the house on this artist and they get locked up, or if they get killed, they could possibly sink this quote unquote business who have shareholders. Keep this always in mind. These businesses have shareholders, you know. Yeah, so it's risk management. You can't sign a gangbanger to Universal and not be able to appease the shareholders' fears that, yo, this is a risk management. Like, where's the risk management? Oh, don't worry, we got 10 policies on them. Okay, so we already figured out if this nigga gets clipped, y'all are gonna get paid even a bonus now. So they're like, yo, release that song where he was dissing the dead. What do you mean? Release the song, release the Kraken, because at the end of the day, it's about the bottom line. You know what I mean? These artists are getting us bonuses. So after Empire had they had Young Dolph, Mo 3, King Von, right? Yeah, Mozzie ain't stupid. He starts singing to the women and whatnot. He ain't dumb. He's on Empire. He knows. You know what I mean? Chances are I'm gonna get my shit rocked. You know what I mean? Fucking around with this label, because this label is a graveyard. You know? This label is a graveyard. You could go ahead and get the replay on KTL University Golden Vitality. It is available for you right now. All right. Or if you want to join the Patreon, you could even do it like that. Join the Rainbow Opal, which is the $44 tier, and that will give you access. I suggest, in my humble opinion, if it was me, I would go to Patreon, because Patreon is going to give you benefits the whole month. You know what I mean? You become a patron, you're going to be able to get benefits. You get news every day. You get updates every day. You get access to the weekly classes, AI Accelerator, and all of these. It comes with its perks. It comes with its perks, you know. Mozzie is CMG. Yeah, man. Yeah, that label is cursed. You know what I'm saying? That label is cursed. You know what I mean? So theoretically speaking, people be like, damn, all they doing is signing these drill rappers and these street niggas, and they signing all of these knuckle, because it's better for the label in the long run. It ain't even about selling albums anymore. It's really about the insurance. Cause albums don't necessarily sell anymore. They're not getting money off of you performing, going on the road and whatnot. That's usually your money, unless you did a 360 deal. They're not licensing the music for commercials and stuff like that, because these are literally street rappers. These are gangbangers that rap. These are killers that rap. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my whole life, bro. And I've been, hip hop is in its 50s and whatnot. Nigga, this is some new shit. Killers that rap. Now they got killers that rap, and they don't even rap that good. You know what I'm saying? They got killers that mumble. NBA Youngboy is a nigga. I seen a documentary with NBA Youngboy, and he was doped up. He was on that lean or whatever the shit he be on, them pills and whatnot, looking like a straight dope fiend. The little nigga is scary, bro. I seen all type of energy on him. This is a scary, demonic nigga. He's non-redeemable. I don't know if he's redeemable. He's a demonic little nigga, bro. And that's who has a lot of the children in a headlock. He got the whole youth in the head. He didn't create the YN movement, but he helped fuel he helped fuel the demonic energy of the YN movement. That's why they're heartless. That's why they're he has a demonic aura. You feel me? And it is what it is. We can't, I'm not gonna cut around, I'm not gonna jump around the very more demonic than Dirk. You know what I mean? Very much more demonic than Dirk. He about to get out in a month. You know he gotta be the feds. Come on, man. Like, you know that he gotta either he the feds or he's working with some type of hoodoo because he's from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, and they doing heavy voodoo down there. Either he has a fucking ancestral line to some deep voodoo shit, or this nigga is working with them people. Yeah, Young Boy is the YN movement. So Chief Keef he's dethroned Chief Keef because Chief Keef don't have the energy. He has the history and he has the quote unquote, Pooh Shiesty on the way home too. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? He is the father of Floyd Mayweather's grandson. You know what I mean? He is, and shout out to and the young boy, the grandson, the son of his. It's good that he's being raised by his grandfather, who's not going to expose him to some of the things that he may be exposed to if he was around his father. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I mean? That young boy is safe with Floyd Mayweather, even though I'm not that 100% cool with the politics of a Floyd Mayweather. You know, it appears that he's a great grandfather, right? Yeah, he took Dirk's soul. You feel me? You know, after that, he cursed Dirk after they start beefing and whatnot. He kind of cursed him and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? His whole world started falling apart. So, man, but he's them people, bro. He got caught with the blicky. He got caught 65 cases of faking medical prescription. Nigga, do you know what type of time you could get off of that? You know? You said we can't support, not we, but try taking the phone away from a teenager right now, let alone telling them who they could listen to. Try taking their phone away. You know what I'm talking about? I'll hold it down with you, but try taking their phone away, let alone telling them who they could listen. Your parents couldn't tell you who you could listen to. You know what I'm saying? Your parents couldn't tell you who to listen to. So it seems that it's the same thing with some of these children coming up. It's not the old heads listening to him. It's not the old head. Niggas is just getting put on to him. They didn't even know how lit he was. They didn't even know how lit he was. The old heads didn't. They were sleeping on Young Boy. It's the youth. The same way that when Chief Keef and the Chicago Drillers was coming up, niggas, the old heads didn't know who they was. They came up, they snuck in. Kanye blew it up when he did the remix to I Don't Like and whatnot, as the type of bandwagon nigga he is and whatnot, right? But prior to that, the old heads had no idea, because I remember talking about it and they was like, who the hell is Chief Keef? What are you talking about? I was like, damn. Y'all, I was in Harlem. I'm like, y'all don't be knowing shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know youth culture. His streams are crazy. He's Yummy 2 times. Yeah, remember Yummy? Yeah, and all they doing is creating new Yummies. Y'all tell Sunshine what a YN is. He's creating more Yummies and whatnot. The killers are getting younger. You know what I'm saying? They're getting more bold, they're getting more brash, they're getting more younger, and they're getting more crash out. You know? They're getting more crash out. Yeah, I heard that about Duck. You know what I mean? I definitely heard that about Duck, you know? I definitely heard that about Duck. I like that new Dirk song too with Janae Aiko. I think his album is going to be sonically and lyrically, you know, it may be one of his better albums. You said, where's the new Andre 3000 babies? Well, Andre 3000 said his favorite artist is Future. So he doesn't even support, you know, he's like Gizmo and whatnot. He doesn't support no other, you know, he doesn't, he's supporting Gremlins in a way. He doesn't support the underground or people who may even sound like him. He's putting his aura behind Future. You know what I'm saying? You know, Voodoo, Hoodoo, big time in Louisiana, French Connection. Yeah. Them little boys is running around there racking up them bodies and whatnot. They working on some type of, they got some type of energy that they working on. You know? And it's a lot to do with capturing souls and whatnot from the people that they're killing. They're capturing souls and they're spirit cooking. You know, they out there spirit cooking. You know? Yeah, he's confused. Well, you know, Future is Dungeon Family. So he's not necessarily too far removed, right? So Andre 3000 knows something about his DNA that certain people may not realize why he's his favorite artist and whatnot, but he probably seen how far he has come. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, but he said him and his son, and that's kind of like the bridge between him and his son. Remember, certain parents start fucking with certain artists because those artists are generational bridges for them to connect with their seeds and whatnot, right? Certain artists become bridges, right, for parents to connect with their children. You feel me? YN Youngboy got 8 platinum albums. Yeah, his numbers is crazy. His numbers is crazy. You know? I'm trying to think who was the artist that bridged me and my son. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think, you know, who was the artist that kind of like was the bridge. It might have been Drake. You know, it might have been Drake, to keep it a buck with you. And then back in the days, it might have been Drake. You know, you like Big Gip energy. Yeah. Is he angry? Is he too angry? Did he like Pop Smoke? Yeah. My son put me on the Pop Smoke and I was like, this shit is trash. Who is this nigga? And then it grew on me. Yeah, my son was on Pop Smoke. My son's 17. He ain't too young. What you mean? You know, from 3 and up. From 3 and up. These children know who they know who they like. They get on YouTube. They know who to look for from 3 and up. You dig? Remember when we were young, we were like 10. We looked at the 18-year-old rappers and the 17-year-old rappers like they was gods. Like when I was young, LL Cool J was out. Rakim was like God to us. Big Daddy Kane was like God to us. There's nothing that these niggas could do wrong. Like we was looking at them on Video Music Box, they were larger than life. And these were literally teenagers. LL Cool J was a teenager, but we were pubescent adolescents. We were not teenagers yet. So we was looking at these dudes like, yo, y'all gods. Like y'all got the women, y'all got the jewelry, y'all got the clothes, y'all on TV. Oh my goodness. So imagine with a child, a young impressionable child and whatnot, who's looking for some type of influence. They're seeing a Playboy Cardi on stage in front of 100,000, and 100,000 is going crazy, right? Or they'll go on a video and they got 100 million views. Or they'll go ahead on Spotify and this person has 50 million monthly listeners. Like, this younger generation is encapsulated by numbers more so than we were. We didn't know about the numbers when we was coming up. It was Video Music Box. There wasn't no numbers game. Nobody, it was like, it wasn't no numbers game. But now it's a numbers game. These niggas is rocking stadiums where Travis Scott do a concert, and he did a concert in Rome, and the shit shook the Richter scale, bro. Come on now. The shit shook the Richter scale. That's a fact. So when the youth see something like that, they see power. They see prestige. They see a wave. They see a movement. You know what I mean? Yeah, it didn't grow on me in the first listen. You feel me? It didn't necessarily grow on me in the first listen. You know, you got to body that beat, because Kendrick bodied that beat. That's, you know, you got to, but I'm going to listen to it another time and see what it does for me. Shout out to Lux and shout out to Mook. I still can't forgive Mook for that verse that he did on the Black Magic album, Holy Ghost 3. I can't, you know, I can't unhear that shit. Yeah, Smino. Yeah, I was listening to his album and whatnot. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I mean? I kind of get it, you know? But yeah. Yeah, the visuals was fire. They was on 2/5 in front of Apollo with the Cullinan. I was like, yeah, I see you. But yeah, Mook, yeah, he got a, man. You know what I mean? One bad verse could fuck up your whole aura for me. One bad verse, you can't undo that shit in my book. Like, you got to climb back out the grave. He got to do more than that. His lazy bars that I'm hearing. Mook did, yeah, he did bad on Holy Ghost 3, y'all. I promise, I shit you not. That nigga, he hit a brick. They out there wearing them brick sneakers, nigga. He was wearing them shits way before they came out on that album. That nigga hit a brick for real. I'm like, nigga, did you hear the same beat that I just heard? Like, what are you rapping on? He was rapping to the noise. He was rapping to the silence, not the beat, man. He was rapping to the silence between the beat. Horrible. I'm like, that was a money grab. The fuck? Just tell nigga, just go and stick Rich up. Don't even send the verse in. Just tell him that, you know what I mean? Just dead of that. You did a money grab and sent the back. No, man. Come on, man. Fam, this shit lives forever. So yeah, man. I'm lyrically biased right now, because I know that he could do better. He wasn't in a la mode. Right. I think the name of the song was a la mode. You know what I mean? He was in Walla mode. Yeah, just send a nigga to Zell, man. Just send him to Zell, man, and just tell him you ain't sending him a verse back. I will respect that more. I will respect that more. You know what I've been listening to in the gym real heavy is that Ransom and that Stave East Final Call. That shit right there. Ransom is a problem. Dave East couldn't keep up. I'm sorry. Dave East can't keep up. It's a cool combination. But he can't keep up. Cannot keep up, man. And he kind of like, I saw the difference between the pen and whatnot. That nigga's pen is elite and whatnot. Compared to Ransom's pen is a little too elite. He's more of a poet. The flow is there, the confidence is there, the voice is there. When I hear Dave East, I just see Method Man in that fucking Hulu special, bro. I don't see Dave East, the rapper. That's another one. It's kind of hard for me, but it's growing on me as I'm on the treadmill. He is still developing. I know you like him. I know you like the neck tats. I get it. He's still developing. He's finding his voice. He's finding his quote unquote The Muslim nigga with the Jesus tat. You know what I mean? He's working through it. You know what I mean? He's working through it. Yeah, I'm giving him time. I'm giving him time. It's just, once again, if I can't feel you like that, I'm not gonna press play. I'm not gonna press play, yo. Cause Ransom go all the way back in the days with Joe Button. Somebody needs to throw a bag at him. You feel me? There you go. He's handsome. Why don't Nas do a song with him? That's what I'm saying. That's Nas' artist. Why they don't do a mixtape? Right? That's Nas low-key saying, you not ready. You know what I mean? You not ready. You still baking in the oven. You know what I'm talking about? They had merch. Nah, I didn't see that. They had merch. I didn't even know that. Kevin Gates. Wait, you said Nas had songs with him? Where? It's not on Nas's album. It's not on Nas's album. Nas did 3 albums with no Dave East on it. I want him to treat that nigga like Memphis Bleak. I need to hear you on the intro. You feel me? Like, I need to hear you on the intro. I need to hear you on a skit or something. I need to hear you on an outro. I need to hear y'all together. I wasn't hearing that. You know? Don't sign to no rappers. Oh, they do got a few tracks together. They not classics. The shit didn't reach me. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't reach me. Ransom and Style P. That's a good combination. Respect the pen. Respect the pen. I would hear Ransom and Jada. I could go for Ransom and Fabulous, right? Because Fab got that type of pen. He's a poet. He understands lyricism. He's comfortable in his skin these days. You know what I mean? I could definitely go for a Ransom and a Fabulous soul tape type of energy. It's the beats for me. That's why the final call is being felt by me, because the production on that, the beats was given what it's supposed to give. I like the feeling that it was very, very grown and sexy to me. You know, not grown and sexy, but grown, and because grown and sexy is like, you know, it's giving the wrong visuals. It was like grown. It's grown man bars. It's what we call avant-garde rap. Avant-garde rap. Grown man hip hop, like what Rock Marciano was doing and whatnot. Like, you know, you have to be a connoisseur of culture type shit. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Grown man hip hop. You got to get used to it. You know, the young niggas is cooked. You know what I'm talking about? The young niggas is cooked, man. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. They need some interest. They need somebody to intercede on their behalf. Young boys is cooked. You know? Because theoretically, you know, the way that this works is that the young audience, they come out with their artists who are their quote unquote genre defining or age defining artists. And the artist's job is to grow up with their audience, right? So the artist has children now. The artist starts having children. You back in the days, having a child would change a nigga. That's not the case that much anymore. These niggas is having children and don't even matter. You know, life's experiences, right? Life's experiences will create you know, an upgrade in the content that these artists will deliver, similar to what ASAP Rocky, Tyler the Creator, right? They grew up with their audience. Their audience was not teenagers anymore. Their audience went from being teenagers that live with their mothers to becoming parents, to being on their own, young adults, to becoming professionals, to having life's real issues smacking them upside the head. So then when they tap into their childhood artists and whatnot, they're reflecting that. J. Cole, right, grew up and whatnot. You want to hear my pops on the intro? Oh man, I need to make you my manager, bro. Destiny, you ready? You want to be the manager? Because you're coming up with these fire ass ideas. We might have to send you the contract mañana. Mañana. So it's literally on the shoulders of the younger generations, artists, the artistry or the artist collective to help mature these babies, right? Look at what Kendrick and them did, right? Yeah, Kendrick snapped Ab-Soul's chain for real, for real. He damn sure did that. So look at Black Hippie and whatnot. Look at Black Hippie. Schoolboy Q was the wildest out of the bunch, next to like a J-Rock. Schoolboy Q, right? He matured as he got older. And he brought his audience along with him. This nigga's talking about playing golf and shit like that. He's like, I ain't no gangbanger. I'm not gangbanging. I ain't out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on a corner sipping 40s and whatnot. I'm raising children. You feel me? I'm being a grown man. You know? He was a fiend and he got in his bag and whatnot. He was the wild card of TDE when they was coming out. He was the wild card. He was like a he had like a Beanie Siegel type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And he matured and whatnot. Blue Lips, that album, that shit teared me up. I was like, who am I listening to? I didn't even, because you know, lyrically, I didn't even, you know, I wasn't really checking for him like that. He was more like an energy rapper. And then boom, he came with that with that sauce, and I was like, my guy. All right. Meek Mill. Yeah, I like that song with him and Friday, but he got more maturing to do. Yeah, he got ODB energy. He got ODB energy. Wow for the night. You know what I'm saying? Wow for the night. But then he had his daughter in the videos back in the days. I remember seeing him with his daughter in the videos, and I was like, yo, I might not, did I have children around that time? Whatever the case was, yeah, I did. Whatever the case was, I just was like, okay, it made me pay attention to him more. Like, oh, he's a loving father, and he got his child in the video, and he's still talking greasy and everything, but he making that shit look good. And then later on, he just continues to mature. Look at Kendrick maturing and whatnot. So the Kendrick from Section 80 is not the Kendrick that we see now and whatnot. So it's on the show. That's why the people who grew up with Ye are so turned off. He has let down so many people of multiple generations and whatnot. And they were living vicariously through him through many different eras and epochs of Ye, from the Yeezy to the Kanye to all of these other things. And it's just one of those eras where it's kind of like, you know, when you think about it, because we can't point fingers, you know, we are in the era of mental health breakdown. We are somewhat in the era where people who I came up with in my era, they're having mental health issues, right? So his mental health breakdown could somewhat be a reflection of the collective mental health breakdown that a lot of people in different generations are going through, right? Baby mama issues, you know, the issues of them not getting over loss and whatnot, not being able to grieve properly. You feel me? That's literally what the whole YN era is about. These little niggas don't know how to grieve, because literally every single one of them is talking about a dead homie who they're trying to avenge, and you know they got to get back, and you know they have to heal the patch of a broken heart. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of niggas crashing out. So it's like they'll use these artists who are crashing out and point fingers at them and throw stones at them, because it's almost like a deflection. There's no bigger deflection than what happened with P. Diddy. That was the biggest deflection that I've ever seen in all of my time in hip hop, because the majority of the people that were stoning P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying, was the same niggas who was doing the same things that he was doing. It started with R. Kelly. The crash out on R. Kelly was deflection. Them niggas was not morally above R. Kelly. A lot of niggas wasn't morally better than R. Kelly. They just was like, yo, stone him, get him out of here, hang him. You know what I'm saying? Hang him. And by people hanging him and stoning him and punishing him, it kind of like absolved all of the piece of shit niggas out there who didn't want to get exposed for the shit that they was doing. Same thing happened with P. Diddy. And I'm seeing similar things going now with this Ye shit, where he's crashing out and he's like, you know, saying certain things that people quietly was thinking but didn't want to necessarily say. Started with Cosby. Come on now. Niggas start crashing out on Cosby like he did something personal to them, and they didn't want to say, you know what? Shit, when I was a young nigga, I was doing grimy shit too. You know what I'm saying? I was slipping Mickeys and, you know, remember Spanish Fly? Now everybody forgot what the fuck. Remember Spanish Fly? Remember Stone? Remember Stone? You know what I mean? Remember all of that shit? That was a part of our childhood. That was a part of our childhood, bro. You know? But everybody deflected and act like they don't know what they're talking about. Remember baby oil? You mean to tell me you don't lather up the buns of your shorty before you smack cheeks and whatnot? Niggas was acting like the baby oil. No, this is the Muslim oil. Niggas was acting like they don't like they buns oily. Like, that is the biggest deflection that I've ever seen. You know what I'm talking about? That is the biggest deflection that I've ever seen. And everybody knows that we used to watch Oiled Up Buns volume 1 to 20, bro. Like, what the fuck? This is the bizarro world, bro. This is the bizarro world. These niggas is deflecting, bro. I can't get with that. I can't get with that. It's mental health issues on all sides. Yeah, nigga, tip drill. The fuck? No, Spanish Fly wasn't a Mickey, right? But Spanish Fly was like, yo, get them, you know what I mean? You get them warmed up with the Spanish Fly. And then the Stone was the shit that you rubbed on your Woodington, you know? This I'm just saying. I'm a 70s baby. Like, I don't know about the younger generation, but I definitely know what the fuck we was on. Coconut oil type shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't run out of the coconut oil and you got to go in the kitchen. Remember Crisco, nigga? Don't let me have to slap the vegetable oil on shorty. Yeah. Like, what are we talking about? I'm just a little bit too real for the fake shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna co-sign the fake shit, because that's not how you don't make it through being fake. You know? So what's going on? Do I remember Roxy Reynolds rap? You know what I'm talking about? Do I remember Roxy Reynolds? Nigga, do a bird fly? How can I forget? How can I forget? She on IG. You know? Break out the vegetable oil, the olive oil on these, you know what I mean? The olive oils. Niggas know that they was active with olive oil before y'all found out about coconut oil. That's a recent discovery. Nigga, it was olive oil. The shea butter came later in life. This nigga, it was baby oil, bro. What are we talking about? The hell? But it's all good. People are deflecting, and there's nothing that you could do about that in the social media age. People are going to do what they do. Did you see, now you talk about the Tesla dealership attacks. Did you see the video where they showed you how trash that the Tesla truck is put together with glue? They got this white boy destroying a Tesla by literally pulling it apart. I thought the bitch was bulletproof. I thought it was a fucking tank, my nigga. This shit is trash. It's straight trash. Like, I'm appalled. I am appalled. I thought that I didn't like homie before. I am appalled. They recalling the Tesla trucks. Right. You can't even stun in the Tesla truck no more. The shit is plastic. Like the cat is out the bag. You cannot pull up stunting in a Tesla truck. Get your money back, my G. If you spend 120 on that, get your coins back. That shit is a Lego truck. I promise you. I'm looking for the video right now. It was a young white boy. This nigga tore apart a Tesla with his hands. With his hands. I mean, it is semi-bulletproof. I seen a nigga tear that bitch up and the bullets didn't go through. But then I seen somebody hit it with a 50 cal and that shit went right through it. You know what I mean? Why won't you try to pull one? Wait, well, these are those videos where you have people literally just testing the limits to things. Like there's videos where people are shooting up a Tesla. They're shooting up a Tesla. They cost 120 bands. Congo and Rwanda. Yeah, we talked about that in the lecture last night. The Congo and Rwanda whole situation where Congo is allowing Donald Trump and the America, USA, to come in there, and they're giving them access to $24 trillion in minerals. And then Blue Pill was showing the knowledge about Congo being the real quote unquote Israel. Fire, bro. Fire. Because when you read the Bible, or if you're into the biblical narratives and whatnot, the depiction of what they call Israel is not that fucking place in that you see in the Middle East that doesn't yield anything. That's not a plush land. The lectures on KTL University, the ticker right there, the description, the link is in the description. Where my mods at? My mods is sleeping tonight, I guess. I don't. But yeah. You said last night is crazy. What you doing up? I'm telling you. I went to sleep at 6 a.m., bro. You know what I'm talking about? 6 a.m. The lecture was over at 6 a.m. I don't know what the fuck was happening. Yeah, but we had fun last night. We definitely had fun, man. I'll do it again if I can. I'll do it again if I can. You said the Mars need a break from last night. Yeah, they probably do. You know what I'm saying? And we pushing it to, God damn it, we not supposed to be up this late. What are we doing? Patrice Lumumba rolling in his graves. Right. If that deal goes through and they let America into the Congo to pillage that land and to dig up that land, because keep in mind, in order for Elon Musk to be Elon Musk, in order for the EV cars, in order for the fucking AI mega computers and the Stargate and all of that, in order for all of those plans to go through, they have to capture Africa. And I said it before, and you're seeing it. Africa is the crown jewel to the imperialistic ambitions of the United States of America during the second term of Donald J. Trump. He has to deliver the Congo, especially after Blue Pill was able to show that the Congo is really the biblical Israel. No wonder Is It Real Netanyahu is going to use Donald J. Trump and them as their quote unquote their proxies and whatnot to conquer the original Israel, right? China's in Africa, but so is Russia, right? And then we were showing that in Mali, the Ukraine helped to set up the Wagner mercenaries. They killed 100+ mercenaries, and they helped to kill some of the Malians and whatnot. And it was the Ukraine. What the fuck is the Ukraine doing in Mali? But the Ukraine is helping out the Tuaregs, which happen to be the quote unquote mercenary group right now that's fighting against the Mali forces. And it's getting ugly over there. But when you look at all of the genocides that are taking place, it all has to do with biblical narratives. The Sudan is going through a genocide. The Congo is going through a genocide. Gaza is going through a genocide. In Ethiopia, the Coptic Ethiopia, right? So the Congo, the original Israel, right? It has biblical implications. Not only is it mineral rich, but Simeon Toko and them, they come up out of the Congo. People with the 12-strand DNA come out the Congo and whatnot. The place is $23 trillion in wealth. That shit's supposed to be a Dubai right now. It's supposed to be Wakanda, right? The Sudan, you got the oil, you got the ancient, you got the pyramids, you have all of these things going on in the Sudan and whatnot, right? Another 12-strand DNA people, genocide, Holocaust, civil war, crazy shit. Then you have the Ethiopia, the original Christ energy, the original Coptics, the covenant, the Ark is over there. You know what I mean? They going through their little situations and whatnot. And then, of course, you have Gaza, right? Where even though they're showing you the Arabs and whatnot, who are the Ottomans, you know what I mean? The remnants of the Ottoman Empire and whatnot, not the true inhabitants of that land, but they are melanated people in Palestine that they're not showing you. Right? Those are the people that are not putting the Al Jazeera and all of them because of their prejudice towards original people who they've been trying to suppress. So here it is, they're telling the world to feel bad for these Arab people, but they're still suppressing melanated people from those lands and whatnot. And we're not even going to talk about, because my thing is this. How could you be Muslim and watch all of this shit go down and not question the faith? Like niggas is in Saudi Arabia and at Mecca chilling. They got their jalabeen, they barefoot going around the mother. But these niggas I mean, I looked at a picture and I'm like, why don't y'all just run up in Israel or something? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying, it's like, how are y'all turning the cheek to what the fuck is going on to your fellow Muslims? You want me to be a part of that? Nah, what are you doing? Like, this, where's the brotherhood at? They was in Yemen, mad deep, bro. You know, the Scorpio and me, I was like, man, I would have dropped 12 bunker bombs on that crowd. You know what I'm talking about? They was mad deep, bro. Super deep. You know? Yeah, Yemen is ancient land where the Kushites once dwelled and is mineral rich. Facts. And then they have them suppressed as the poorest country in the Middle East right now, right? The same way that they have the Congo suppressed, the same way that they have the Sudan pressed and whatnot. And then you got Nigeria and other places that are going to allow these imperialists to come through. So it's a lot going on in that theater. It's a theater. It's a theater. And if you don't think that any of these things have anything to do with the with the melanated the chosen ones in the West and whatnot, man, oh man. And then when they found the quote unquote the 8-pillar structure, right? The middle pillar. This is the middle pyramid. That's Thoth on the tree of life and whatnot. The middle pyramid, right? The middle pyramid is the structure that has all of this quote unquote ancient technology. So they're like, God damn it, we can't we can't say that the, you know what I mean? Like if you a Bible toting Christian, you got the fucking goofy face because you can't explain what the fuck that is, and that wasn't built 6,000 years ago, Charlie. No time between 6,000 years was that built. That shit is super ancient, you know. They've been attacking Yemen ever since Black Wall Street. They dropped 100 billion on them heads. Damn. Yeah, the Pope was released and he looks like dog shit. They had that nigga on TV. He looked like dog shit. I promise you. No disrespect to all of y'all Papa and whatnot, but he need a smoothie, my nigga. If you really love him, go bring him some sea moss because he was looking. I'm like, don't put that on camera. Don't put homie on. Like, why you leave the hospital? You got to get on film for what? You this nigga take a nap, my nigga. That's like Sauce Walker. He just got shot. You want to go on film and for what, my nigga? You just chill, nigga. Heal, my nigga. Heal. Pop back out when you good. This cloud chasing shit is getting crazy. The Pope cloud chasing. You know what I'm talking about? He was looking real lizard-like, right? Like, is that really the Pope, nigga? Who is this guy? You know what I'm talking about? Who is this guy? You know what I mean? I need you to lay up. Get some sun, homie. You know what I'm talking about? Send that nigga to DR. You know what I'm talking about? Send him to Brazil or somewhere. Like, my nigga needs some sun. And a massage from one of the masseuses, you know. But yeah, it's getting ugly out here. You know what I'm saying? It's getting real ugly in these streets. We are reaching the 3-hour mark. I would love to hang out with y'all, but after 3 hours, it turns into a lecture. I will have to start charging you niggas. I'm just playing. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I still got to catch up on some sleep and whatnot from last night. You know what I mean? Bitcoin is at 87. Ooh. Who wanna throw some coins in and let's go get a coin? Let's go get a biddy. Let's go get a biddy. But yeah, I do have to charge up my my machine because we have Melanin Monday mañana. And we're gonna bring you some information. My Cash App is right there. Buy me a coffee. That's my Cash App. That's how that works. Yeah, I might do a comedy special now that you know what I'm saying. Now that y'all mention it, maybe at the next event that Brother Rich does, where he brings out you know, like the non-ether God Fest. It wasn't about lectures, like the non-ether God Fest. That's what I'm saying. Make sure, let me drop the link for this channel again. Make sure y'all subscribe to our new channel called Hip Hopolis, and we want you to check out the non-ether God Fest. The whole full video is up there. Red Pill, Blue Pill, KT the Arch Degree, Dr. B Serious, System, Myra. Yeah, I'm talking about. It was the heavy hitters and whatnot. B Dell, Billy Carson. Who else was there? KT the Arch Degree. Aaron Lyons. It was so many people, yo, and these were all of the performers, but they would doing spoken word pieces. They were not doing lectures. They were doing like they was doing their thing. You know what I mean? They was doing different approaches. Sister Myra might have been the only one who kind of came through in the lecture format. Cambada as well. He was there. You feel me? It was fire. So here's the link for the channel, right? Matter of fact, I'll even visit the channel and show y'all what it looks like, just so you can have a visual. But like I said, it's literally it's the first video. We're gonna fill it up. I'm gonna have a playlist with red pill, blue pill music. Like we have music videos. We're gonna have a playlist on that. We're gonna have Cambada videos. So Hip Hopolis is the channel. Yeah, y'all sign up. Y'all sign up. You know what I mean? We need y'all to sign up. We're gonna make this channel go viral because we need our own platforms. You know what I mean? I said it before. Preem, platforms rule everything around me. Preem, get the money, dollar bill, y'all. If you pay attention and if you look around the World Wide Web, platforms are where the power is at, not your channel. Platforms rule everything around me. So we need more platforms, you know what I'm saying? Because with platforms, you could platform people and you could also deplatform people and platforms. So we're going to be doing reaction videos. We're going to be doing, we're going to be breaking artists and whatnot. We're going to be doing quote unquote, we're going to be doing album premieres and whatnot, video premieres, world premieres, interviews with artists that we find interesting and whatnot. All of these things that are going to help to curate a new sound, right? And to help curate a pantheon of artists who don't necessarily have a platform. Like Cambada doesn't have a platform. You feel me? There's a lot of artists in our community that need platforming. So that's where we're stepping up. We're doing this with Brother Rich. So, you know, we're joining forces so we could push this thing forward. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for your time and your energy. And we will be back tomorrow on Melanin Monday. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I was looking for you too, because I was going to send you a link for the lecture last night, but I didn't have your email. You feel me? Even Copper Moon, hit me up because I misplaced your information as well. The solar eclipse is on 3/29. Word? Okay. Shit. All right. Yeah, we got to get ready for that. Explain channel versus platform. Okay. So this is a channel, right? But it's also a platform. Okay. But literally a platform in so many ways would be like if you own your own platform, like how the brother what's his name, Isaac Hayes III, he's building a platform, right? That's a platform. What's the name of that app that he has? That's a platform and whatnot. This is a channel, okay? But we're using it as a platform to platform people. So when somebody platforms you, that means they introduce you to their network, they bring you on. But when you get deplatformed, you get canceled and whatnot. Fan base, right? So fan base is a platform. So now you have the capabilities to, that's where the power is at. That's where the power is at. You feel me? So you want to build your own, you want to build platforms. You want to focus on platform building. Fuck a channel. They could take a channel from you. They cannot take your platform. Yeah, I'm the platform. K-Tail is the channel. Yeah, I spoke to Black Dot. He'll be back out soon. He got work. He's working. I spoke to him. He's working. Rest assured that when he comes out, y'all going to be pleasantly pleased. And he's coming with a plate of food and he's going to feed the people. Facts. That is a fact. Oh, yeah. These are upcoming events, y'all. 4/4, which is on April the 4th in Richmond, Virginia. Red Pill, Blue Pill, AA Rashid. All right. We will be at RVA Boombox. The RVA Boombox. We're going to have athletics in the building and other vendors. Make sure y'all pull up to that. If you are in the Virginia area, come and rock with us. We have a meet and greet earlier in the day from 5 to 9. And then from 9 to 1 a.m., we will be at the RVA Boombox. This is going to be the arts and the sciences. So it's not like a lecture. It's going to be more like a art type of thing, music, DJing, a little bit of hip hop here and there, artwork. We're going to be bringing out our artwork and stuff like that for this one. Melanin Monday IRL Charlotte, which is Monday, March the 31st. Make sure y'all are in the building March 31st. Charlotte. All right. You could get your tickets by hitting the QR code 260-2670 Dr. Carver Boulevard. Doors open at 5. We're going to have special guests and whatnot, but this will be Melanin Mondays IRL. It's not a lecture. It's Melanin Monday. Hot button topics, you know, shit like that. We bring in blue pill, Law 44, red pill. We cooking, you know what I mean? We're going to be out there in Charlotte, right down the block. Shout out to y'all's. And then every Friday, we have AI Accelerated, the month of March Madness, featuring Red Pillar and Spin City. And we also have guests in the building. That is every Friday, and that will be coming up. The last Friday is going to be coming up. If you get a class, you have access to all 3 weeks retroactively. So no worries about it. You'll be able to catch up and, you know, and be able to tap into what we've been teaching and whatnot. And then, of course, Fear of a Blackamoor Messiah. The replay is available right now. The replay is available. You could get it on KTL University, or you could get it outside the store and buy me a coffee. And yeah, enjoy that. You know what I'm talking about? And also it's available on Patreon as well. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you. And we are out of here. We're going to end this with the Facts remix from the 44 Tops. Peace, love, and light. Peace.
Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Get to know the ledger, sacrilegious, Sunday to Melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land, focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our back. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.